Football. We've got an absolute banger today for you. A watch along Poland versus Slovakia with myself and Joe. How are you doing, Joe?
I am very good, very conflicted, Jordan. Very conflicted because, like any good conversation with me, it's going to come back to the Irish national team. Okay, so and in pretty much any game in this Euros, there is an enemy for Ireland. Now I have to decide which one is the more of an enemy. I have a feeling that I know which way I'm going to go. But if for any Irish fans out there, anyone who's a real fan of football, Poland stopped Ireland from qualifying automatically to Euro 2016 by beating us 2-1 or 3-1 in Poland in 2015. But Slovakia are the reason we're not there this year. So I think I'm going to have to kind of go with Poland for this one, Jordan. What way do you lie on that?
Yeah, no, I agree. If Slovakia stopped you this year, then you got to live within the moment. And yeah, you should be Team Poland.
Okay, Team Poland all the way. Thank you. That decision has been made officially. Yeah.
And I'm also Team Poland because they've got the Polish Kiefer Moore up front.
Yes. Oh, do you know what, Jordan? There should be some sort of like drinking game for you to how often you can bring Kiefer Moore up in conversation for it to somewhat make sense. Just a tiny bit, you know.
Wait. Listen, I didn't say his name. I just put it out there, and let's see if the free seats they know who I'm talking about. That's all I'm saying.
He is joint top goal scorer. Okay,
he is.
Can't take that
away. No,
he's
actually no. I think Lukaku's got two, hasn't he?
Oh, that's right. In fairness, he's just given it. What's his name? Lukaku. I'd never heard of him before. He just wanted to give the young lad a bit of a head start. Do you know? That's how nice Kiefer Moore is.
Yeah, and for those asking, Goldbridge will be back with us tonight, but he needs a breather. I think he's out in the sun. But you've got myself and Joe, and we will take good care of you for the next couple of hours.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a good one.
I've just seen a comment, and it's actually made me laugh. It says Jordan and Kiefer is the new Mason Mount and Lampard.
Oh, wow. Well, I will say you're going to get a lot more love from me with your comparison with that than Frank Lampard with anything. I was a big fan of Lampard managing Chelsea because they didn't win the Champions League when he was in charge. So, yeah, I really liked his mediocrity. And I asked this the other night, and I meant to look it up. Did he get the Crystal Palace job, Frank Lampard? Or was that just a faux photo that was put up?
Yeah, no, I don't think that's been confirmed. I've not seen it anywhere else.
Yeah, because that would be a mad one for him to get any job. He literally has done nothing. He has done nothing. Yeah. So, and I like Crystal Palace, so I don't want to do that anymore. So yeah. Enough about Lampard anyway.
Enough about Lamps today. So we've got Poland, Slovakia kicking off their group. They're in a group with Spain and Sweden. So really for Poland, this is a really big game now. They need to get off to a flyer if they want to go on and have any hopes of doing any sort of damage. How do you see it going today? What score?
Oh, I think it'll be an interesting one because Slovakia, they are a good team, unfortunately. Okay, their main man is Hamšík, and he's 5,000 years old, but he still has that.
Still a baller though.
He is still a baller. He is still and. The thing, as you know, with Gareth Bale and like Slovakia have probably the same relationship with Hamšík. They might he's playing in China, he's not exactly lighting the world on fire, but when it comes to their national team, they're suddenly they are peak then. For Gareth Bale, it's Wales, golf, and then Real Madrid. For Slovakia, for Hamšík, it's Slovakia, probably golf as well, and then whoever he plays for in China. So he for three or four games they could possibly get, he still is their main man, and I think it'll be very, very interesting. But Poland, now this is what I'm going to ask you about, because everyone says every single time it's Lewandowski. Okay, he's their main man. He has been for about 3 or 4 tournaments now, but he has never done it. And people say, but now he's playing at his best. He's obviously had one of the greatest seasons any footballer has ever had.
Yeah,
but he's not like he's ever gone into this in bad form. It's just this is his best form ever. So, do you see him having a great tournament? Do you think this is different for him?
It is different. I think he's a victim of his environment. I think at a club level, look at the players he plays around. It looks like a dream team. So I think that has that has hindered him. Very similar to Wales and Ryan Giggs for many years. He was playing at a club level, just way above his country. And then when he turned up for Wales, it just really wasn't the same. There was always a massive anticlimax. But they're here, they're in the tournament. They've got, is it Klitsch, the guy from Leeds?
Oh, don't Leeds me.
I'm sure his name.
Yeah. I'm sure when the team sheet comes up, we'll see it. Yeah.
So there's a few other players now that can help him. I think they are going to have a good tournament. On a personal level, in my sweepstakes with my friends, I've actually pulled Poland. So I am Team Polski right now. So I really want it to happen.
Yeah, look, in a nightclub, I'd love to pull a Polish, but not in a Euro sweepstake. Like that's never ever going to be for me. For the first time ever, I'm actually not doing. I guess because I don't have a workplace that I'm not in any draws, but I have no Polish players in my team, in my fantasy team. But I have, and I don't have any actually Slovakians either. So I really have the only thing I have here is Irish national pride that I need Slovakia to lose. Oh, sorry. There is a caveat of why Slovakia might bring it back a little bit. Because obviously they stopped us going to the Euros. But they also stopped Northern Ireland from going to the Euros. So I'm kind of like, that has to be a bit more conflicted. But I still have to kind of go with they stopped us. But then they also stopped us because the likelihood is if we even beat Slovakia, we're probably going to lose Northern Ireland, who are even with a far worse squad, are a far better team. So they maybe saved us a bit of embarrassment. I don't know. I'm very conflicted here, Jordan.
How if you had got through and you had replaced Slovakia, how do you think you would have stood up in that group with Poland, Spain, and Sweden? Would you have got the wooden spoon? Wooden spoon FC.
Look, we would have won the whole damn thing. We would have been. It would have been. We wouldn't even have to arrive. We would have won the game and walking out on that pitch. They would have seen us and they would have been like, "We can't take these boys. We can't take these boys." I was actually recovered.
I say if only they plays with your passion and positivity
and pure idiocracy as well. But with I played football. I played 11-a-side with the Stockholm Gales, so like the Irish pub team here, and I was playing central midfield partner with an Irish football legend. Swear to God, he's actually a scout at Leicester now, but he plays for us. I see the comment 1-0 Luxembourg. Okay, we all have bad days. Okay, but Luxembourg was a gimme. We let them have that. All right, but I was playing with I don't know if anyone remembers Sean St. Ledger. Yeah. Okay, I can see you're beaming with excitement with the name itself. But I don't know what it's like for you, Jordan. But like, I don't tend to get starstruck around like celebrities because I wouldn't say I'm surrounded by celebrities, but I work in film, I work in TV that I get across them every so often. I'm like, fair play to you on being, pretending to be someone else. But when I meet a footballer, like especially one that was around when I was a bit younger, I am genuinely awestruck. And I went up to him and I was like, I was at the bar. And he was like, "Oh my God, you're Kev's brother. Oh, great to see you." And I just thought he was some guy. And then it dawned on me. I was like, "Oh my God, you scored against Buffon." And he was like, "Yeah, I did." And then I was like, "I'm buying you a pint." I was like, "I know for a fact you don't need me to buy you a pint, but I'm buying you a pint." So the first thing I did was buy him a pint. And he's an absolute legend. We were singing The Wild Rover about 15 seconds later. Absolute gent. So they say don't meet your heroes, but, here we are.
Yeah, I love the passion. I think that's what we have in common. I love my country the same way. So now, how have you felt the tournament's gone so far for the home nations? Scotland's obviously played, England and Wales. Yeah. So from an Irishman, from the outside looking in, how do you think they fared?
First of all, just finished watching the Scottish game. I was actually on a date at the same time. She didn't appreciate it as much, but she was just enjoyed my company. But so I had one eye on her, the other eye on the game, and I have to say, Scotland really, I felt like there was a lot more that should have happened there. There was a couple of opportunities and they really should have got at least one back. That's a bit of a worry for me. The goal, especially the second one, was absolutely diabolical. You cannot, at such a level, you cannot be caught out from effectively the halfway line. Fair play to Czech Republic. One of my best mates, Pavel, he's from the Czech Republic, and I have a soft spot for them, especially kind of hipster football. So remember 96 Euros and 2004 when they went really far. They always had great teams around that time. So big up to them. But Scotland really, really let themselves down today. You look at England. I hate saying it with the amount of Irishmen they have in that team. No wonder they're doing so well. And then,
do you know what? Just on that point, I had this conversation with Mark the other day when we did the Wales Watchalong, and he's convinced that England haven't stole any Irish players. He's convinced.
Okay, Declan Rice literally played for Ireland 3 times. Okay, I don't know what you'd call that, but like they didn't just give us a lend of him. You know, they didn't say here, have him for 3 matches, get it warmed up, and give us back. You know, so Declan Rice is on my hit list, my top hit list. All right. But in fairness to them, they got the result done. They were very functional, very good. I don't think you can read too much into it because let's be honest, Croatia aren't the team they were even 2-3 years ago. Like they really are. I would say they're going back to type. I'm sure they'll get top class players again in a couple of years, but I wouldn't read too much into that. But in fairness to them, they got the goal. Bit lucky, I'll say, but played well and they deserved to win. Wales, on the other hand. I'm more interested to hear your thoughts. I don't know what to expect from this Wales team, considering I don't think they're not the same team as 2016. And they seemed, for the first half, they really showed that they didn't seem to be up to it all. But then suddenly, in the second half, I think you went 1-0 down to the end of the first half, wasn't it? Or was it the second half?
Second half.
Yeah, but second half. And then when it was 1-0, it's very Irish as well. It like you really upped your game. And you got the draw, 1-1, absolutely deserved, and you could have even won it. But then with the offside, it was clearly offside, but it still shows there's a few issues there. So I would say, unfortunately, England, fair play to you, but Wales need to spur on from this, and Scotland honestly need a miracle. I thought I didn't see Scotland as a dark horse, but I thought Scotland could. I thought they'd get out of the group. I thought they would get a win against Czech Republic because Czech Republic haven't been great, and I thought they would get out of the group. But I really fear for them now because they're not. I still think the England game is a different kettle of fish. I think when they're coming up against them, they will raise their game, and they did get opportunities. Like we can't look past that they should have scored. They really they could have easily could have been 2-2 today. But they're not going to get the same opportunities against England, and I think the wooden spoon, as you wrongly thought might go to somehow considered go to Ireland. I think that baby is smacking Scotland on the arse. In a couple of weeks' time. What about yourself?
Yeah, so just notice the players are coming out now for today's game.
Yes.
Stadium's a little bit thin, isn't it? Thin on numbers
Where is it being played?
St. Petersburg.
Oh, that's very. I don't know what the capacity is allowed. In I know the only place that's allowing 100% capacity was Baku obviously for the Wales game, but I don't know what the rule is for Russia. If anyone can let us know in the comments. And
when I seen the England team, I was a bit concerned. No Shaw, no Grealish, who I thought would have started for me. But it was one of those that if Southgate didn't get the opening result, he would have been under massive pressure. But he gets the opening result, and then Gary Neville calls him, a tactical genius. So. So
that's just so wrong on every level. And really, look, I love Gary Neville. Every United fan should love Gary Neville, and England fan, I'll be honest as well. But he can't really ever stand on 2 legs and call someone a tactical genius. Do you know? Yeah. We saw him at Valencia. I think he can say he got his tactics right, but I really take that with the biggest pinch of salt ever. A compliment on tactics from Gary Neville.
Then I think you're right. Scotland absolutely stuck in the mud. I think they're going to find it really tough. I know you're saying about raising a game for England and it's more of a derby and whatnot, but I really think they're going to find it tough. And then for Wales, I think nicking a point was a good result in the end. How the game went, I thought we were under the cosh for long parts of it, but the only way we'll find out is against Turkey. If we beat Turkey, that point then is a great point. If not, then it's 2 points dropped. So guys, in the comments, can you drop us a comment and let us know who you think is going to win today and what scoreline? We're going to get you some team news now while they're doing the national anthems. Please bear with me on the pronunciations. Could be tough. Could be tough. Yeah. Let's have a look. Actually, Joe, you might have to have a crack at some of these names, mate.
Oh, God.
These names.
Let me just get them up. Let me get the... Oh, no. Craig did the same thing to me. He said the same thing to me. He goes, I'm going to be a gent and I'm going to read out the home team which was Denmark. And then he said, Joe, you do Finland there. And I was like, you absolute. Oh, there's nothing like it. Okay, you're taking Poland, okay? I haven't looked at it yet, but I'm going to presume they're slightly more difficult to pronounce. So you're taking Poland, I'll take Slovakia.
Go.
Okay, well, you go first.
Oh, I'm going first, am I? Right, Szczesny in goals. Rybus, Bernarek, Glick, and then number 18, I can't pronounce, we're not even going to go there. Number 8, oh, this is tough. 14 is Glick from Leeds. Up top, Lewandowski. And that's as far as we're going. Some of the players I can't pronounce. Do you know what? It looks like a game of Countdown gone wrong. That's what it looks like.
Okay. I'm. Oh no. Okay. Dvraka. That is how you say his name. He is the Inter Milan goalkeeper. Pekarik. Sataka. Skiniar. Hubakan. Kuka. Humrada. Harselin, Hamsik, Mac, and Duda. So that was misery. But why do I always get the ones with awkward names? Like, I think I don't know, but it's the guys in the comments are absolutely laughing their heads off with the fact that we've just butchered everybody's names. Please forgive us. If you know any of the players, apologize to them as well. But yeah, a lot of people are going for Poland. I'm seeing a lot of 3-2 Polands. 2-1 Poland. I'm going to go for a 2-0 Poland. Lewandowski's going to get off the mark. And I think the boy from Leeds, Klitsch, could get another one as well. Where are you going, Joe? I'm going to go with Poland as well. Sorry, I'm just getting a bit of interference there. Just give me 1 second. There's something coming through. Okay, I think
that's karma for slaughtering names.
Yeah. I'm going to go with, I think it's going to be relatively straightforward. This is what's going to be interesting for me, for the fact that Lewandowski has to perform, has to show up finally for a tournament. Most likely could be his last. Slovakia are hard to break down. So I'm going to say 1-0. I'm going to say 1-0 to Poland. I'm going to say Lewandowski. But I'm going to say it's going to be a penalty.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Guys, I will give you the time so you guys can sink in. As soon as it kicks off, hasn't kicked off yet, but we will give you the time to sink in. I know there's no counter, and I know a lot of you guys like a counter to keep an eye on the times, but I will do my best to keep you updated with the times as we're going on.
First good here.
Yeah, no, I am actually looking forward to this game.
I think so as well.
Good group.
Yeah.
It's got Spain in, and not a lot of people are talking about Spain, but Spain could be a strong option to do well in this tournament.
What are your thoughts on, because like Luis Enrique is making a huge shout there, considering like no Real Madrid players, first of all, which is very, very surprising, obviously. But like, there's not a lot of talk coming from the Spanish camp. What do you think a minimum for them would be success? Because I don't think there's a huge amount of people saying they're going to win it, from what I've gotten from Spanish journalists, stuff like that. So I don't know where you think this will finish, but where do you think Spain will, but they can deem this as success?
Do you know what, Joe? I think it's a similar one to the Italian games. Sorry, guys, just getting ready to kick off now. And we are off. Just waiting for the counter to come up, and I will give you the time to count you guys in. I think it's a similar one to the Italian game, the Italian team. Sorry, Joe. No one was really talking about Italy until they pushed Turkey to the sword the other day. I think if Spain go out now and stick 2 or 3 on Sweden, I think then people will talk about it. I think the main reason is that there's no emerging superstars at the moment. Do you know what I mean? There's no like world beaters in their prime, so no one's really talking about, when obviously in other years they have. So just quickly, seconds: 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. So guys, if you want to sync up, that's where we're at the moment. I'll make sure we keep an eye on that going forward. I've got Reece McMillan in the comments asking me about Turkey-Wales, what I think the score will be. I think Wales will win that 2-1.
I think you're being generous. I think it's going to be 8-0 to Wales, because as you know, Jordan, I don't exactly have a dog in this race, so I'm going to my Celtic cousins for what's the one I'm up for? For solace. So I'm all Wales all the time. I would have been all Scotland all the time if I didn't realise how terrible they were. So I'm all in for Wales. I'm going head for leather. I'm going to say Wales are going to win 8-0. 4 goals from our Kiefer Moore, from our boy Kiefer Moore.
Do you know what it is, Joe? Is after how big I gave it about Wales, for that 18 minutes that we were 1-0 down, Goldbridge gave me a dog's life on air. So I'm just going to rein it back a little bit, just a notch. Just going to turn it down a notch.
Yeah, that's okay.
And then hopefully, we'll come good. But I do feel like we're going to warm into the tournament.
Well, look, I completely agree with you. I think you do have the players, and especially I think what you didn't have in 2016, because I think the players were, I think, better then, because obviously Aaron Ramsey wasn't playing, Gareth Bale hasn't been playing or haven't been playing to his level, but they're mature. And what I noticed about Bale was his big thing was his pace, but he wasn't really using that. It was just his intelligence, his clever moves into the box, which didn't pay off, but that's what he could use.
Got a free kick here. That was a horrible tackle.
Oh, I'd actually see the tackle. I was lost in your eyes.
Let's have a look. A little bit too far out to shoot.
Yeah, this could be, and this is Hamsik on the ball actually.
Yeah, he is a baller. He still is an absolute baller. He does seem to be around forever though.
Oh, that's
great delivery.
Ball. Oh, what a header out!
And they've got it away. Oh, they've got it back.
Nice play. Yeah, it's just, see, the thing, well, like Hamsik, obviously, I think he's 34, 35 now. You're not going to get the legs out of him, but dead ball situations like that, that's when you need someone, you know? You can't ever lose that. And that was a great ball into the box. And Poland dealt with it well, but Slovakia having a nice run at it early.
Yeah. Guys, make sure you remember to hit the like button and subscribe. We're absolutely flying on NAS Football. This is where we're going to be doing all the watch-alongs for the Euros all summer. As a channel, we're covering every single game. Let's see what this super chat is. Guys, if Wales get past the groups, how far do you think they could go? Also, I think Poland will win because they have Polish Kiefer Moore.
That is my favourite ever spelling of his name. Kiefer Moore. I think that's French, isn't it?
Je m'appelle Kiefer Moore.
Kiefer Moore.
Yeah. Do you know what? I like I said, I feel we'll warm into the tournament. I think if we can get out of the groups, because it is a tricky group, in a one-off game, I back us against anyone. The Welsh Dragon will roar like one of Khaleesi's dragons, and before we know it, we're in the semi-finals again. So,
Jordan, you and your analogies just get me every single time. That is. Did you write that down, or is that just on top of your head? Because that is top class.
It's just off the top of my head. It's just pure creativity. That's what we do.
Pure creativity, baby.
Paulo Sousa, the manager. Do you know what? It's weird, isn't it? You're getting old when players that you remember are now managers and now look like they're ready to not be managers anymore. I looked at him. He looked like he's ready to be a chairman.
Paulo Sousa, who was he at? I'm just trying to remember his career because I think he was manager of QPR. What was that? What about? Oh.
There he is.
Yeah, that's the big boy. Lewandowski.
There's the big man. Do you know what? I really appreciate the fact that we're watching Poland and Slovakia and I still get so much Welsh love. Like, I appreciate that, guys. Like, keep sending me that Welsh love.
I would like a bit of Irish love, if that's possible, or even Irish commiseration. Something to make me, please. I've been getting loads of compliments on my. I can't wear it on this because it's green and it gets lost on green screen. But I have a 1990 World Cup Irish jersey, and I guess I literally have been stopped in the street by people saying, Swedish people were like, "Hey man, cool jersey, 1990." I was like, "Thank you very much." So like, it's great. So long may it continue. Long may it continue. On the first comment, then it's Grealish and Declan Rice. Thanks, Paul McGarry. Sorry, come on, you boys in green. Thank you.
Yeah, do you know, I wanted to wear my my Wales jersey the other day, but it's got yellow stripes in it against the green screen. I just look like a floating head. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to save that for another time. Have you sent the same super chat in again for us? I'm sure we've read that. Yeah, guys, get your super chats in. Anything you want to know, send it over while we're watching this game, guys. In terms of time, for those who are just joining us, I want to sync 6:03, 04, 6 minutes 05, 6:06. So sync up with us, guys, and we'll carry you through this game.
I'll take this question. Do you guys know about Sweden team? I actually live in Sweden currently, so I don't know if you're Swedish, but yeah, and you vote for Spain. I think Sweden will win 2-1. I think that's going to be a very interesting game. From the Swedes I've been speaking to, they do have a really good kind of young squad. From what I've been talking, they feel like it's a hindrance, and also it's a good thing that Zlatan isn't going, because I remember Sepp Larsson saying this during the World Cup, that if Zlatan came back, it would just be all about Zlatan, and they've actually become a better team since he's left. But again, he is world class. Even at his age, he could offer something. But I think Sweden will do very well. I think they'll definitely get out of the group. I think there's every possibility they'll beat Spain later on, and there's a lot of optimism here. And yeah, how long have I been in Sweden? I've only been here 10 days, but I'm planning to be here for a while. So sending the love for Sweden, and I guess I'm a Swedish fan as well in this tournament. Once Wales get knocked out, I'm all Sweden. Poland just at the edge.
Another attack from Poland on edge of the box. They seem to be getting hold of the ball a lot more, Poland.
Well, they would
midfield controlling the game.
Yeah, they would be the better team, I would say. You know, across other than Hamsik, the goalkeeper, of course. Joe, sending you love. I'm Polish. I live. Thank you so much. I love this country. I love Irish people, the best people on the planet. Thomas, I absolutely love you too. Thank you so much. It is the best place in the world. That's why I left it. But it's great. Thanks for spreading the love, and I'm delighted you're having a great time in the home country, in the capital. Let's go Sweden. Absolutely, let's go Sweden. Joe, good luck. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I love Sweden.
Is that Sweden-Spain game today?
Yeah, 9 o'clock.
That's the evening game, is it?
Yes, 8 o'clock your time, 9 o'clock my time.
Right, okay.
That'll be an interesting one. So yeah, we're just going.
Guys in the comments, how did McTominay play today? I missed part of the game, so let me know how he got on today, guys.
Poland have just in a similar area to Hamsik's free kick earlier on in the game, a nice position that they can get it into the box, and obviously aim for 11 goals key. So here we go. He didn't do it. Oh, comments there, yeah. No one's given Mick Tom the love in the comments.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. He's not part of my fantasy football, so I don't.
Hey,
he means nothing to me now.
Samuel Brown said he played like prime goals.
Oh.
Ball's come out to the edge of the box. Poland looking to get it back in.
Slovakia are defending quite deep here, but no, they're after pushing it back out. The ball's around the centre of the pitch now, and that was well defended by Slovakia. Poland should be expecting themselves to do better when they're in that position, getting them into the box. But well defended has to be said, and that's with teams like Slovakia. The base is what they need to be strongest for, and they're starting off very well.
Yeah, definitely defended well and in numbers. Probably got 10 men behind the ball.
Here's one for you, actually, Jordan. Your favorite Premier League player, Polish and Slovakian. It's quite a small list.
You could have given me a heads up. You're going to fire that one at me.
No. Boom.
Absolutely stifle me there. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Get in the comments, guys, for yourself.
Yeah, let's ask the free seats. Who's your favourite? And from your favourite, I'll pick a favourite. Let's do that.
I'm trying to think. Like the only one that is
Thomas Kuszczak. Mike M absolutely knocked it out the park.
Oh. That is, yes. Do you know what the thing about it? Yeah, that is the only time Thomas Kuszczak is going to come up in any conversation of best Premier League player, is when you're just really clutching at straws. I remember him saving that penalty against Arsenal. That was great. That's a good question, because I was giving a lot of love to Finland prior to the game and during the game. I think last 16 I think they've won a game. And look, let's be honest. If you win a game, you're going through by if they get one more point, it's basically confirmed. They've got a really strong defense. That they're going to always, their tactics is going to be Greece, put 10 men behind the ball, hit them on counterattacks, and hit them on from set plays are very important for them. I think last 16, absolutely, and I think on a fair play to them because I'm a big fan. Obviously, being an Irish fan, we've been losing this for a long time. Of a structure of someone coming in and like being there, and the plan is for 6 years down the line, not just getting to the next tournament. The manager they have in place has been there since 2010. First, he started under 21s. He was a coach first as well before getting promoted. They haven't got the best players in the world, but they know their role. They play for each other. They play for the manager, and that will, I think, always benefit national level. So I think they'll get out of the group. I think they'll get last 16. If they get top 2, if they get one more point, I think they'll get top 2. And I think last 16, maybe quarterfinal, depending on who they get. But absolutely, I have all the love in the world for them and fair play. Obviously, it was an incredibly difficult game that they had to go through, and everyone would want it to be different. Absolutely that. And the result was second, but the fact is they got 3 points, and that's absolutely huge for them. So I think they will get out of the group. I think last 16, quarterfinal at a push if they get lucky. And I would be absolutely delighted for them if they did.
Shout out to George from Cardiff. That's where I'm from. Loving the amount of Welsh locked in. Love that. Love that.
I actually, do you know what? I didn't actually read that part. I only saw Finland, and I was like, "How does he know he's from Cardiff?" I thought you knew him, and then I was like, "Oh no, it's actually in the post."
Yeah. Few people asking where Mark is. Mark's having a breather. He'll be back later with you guys. But right now, you got myself and Joe watching Poland, Slovakia, and at the moment, I would say Poland on top, control of the game midfield. Slovakia defending in numbers. No real threats on goal so far. For those who want to sink, 13 minutes and 8, 9, 10, 11. So, guys, keep those comments coming, guys.
Joe, why do you love... I presume that's supposed to be Henri. Did he help your national team qualify? I presume that is someone taking a little knife and trying to stab it through my chest. Oh. I do not like... I'm not doing it.
Side net, we just had a shot. Slovakia. So look, I can't see who's it. I can't see what number it is. So we'll look.
Number 8. Yeah, that's probably the best opportunity, but I feel to the corner, the keeper got down well. I feel like if that was on target, it would have been saved.
Covered.
First shot on target. But yeah, Henri, not a big fan of him. He did not help me get to anyone to a tournament. He, in fact, hindered it. But I feel you knew that, commenter, when you were commenting in. But still, I appreciate the super chat, and thank you for it. But yeah, pretty even game. We're just coming just past 14 minutes. That was probably the best chance they had. Slovakia had a good ball into the box through Hamzik in the first minute or so. Which they did quite well with. It was a header out from Poland, so they're defending well too. But I would say it's somewhat Poland on top, but it's still even. It's still kind of anyone's game.
Jonathan Royston Ford says, I bet it is raining in Cardiff. It actually isn't. Glorious sunshine out there at the moment. Glorious. But we're sat here doing a watch along for you guys, and we're glad that you're joining us.
Thank you. Absolutely appreciate it. Thank you so much as well. It's in Sweden. It's the first kind of overcast day I've had since I arrived here, but it's still just beautiful. It's just such a beautiful city. If anyone is from Stockholm, you're well done on having this place. Someone's screaming yes, Joe from Donegal.
Got a comment here. Reese McMillan asking Jordan, are you a City fan? I presume you're talking about Cardiff City. It definitely is a Man City.
Yeah.
Cardiff are my local team, so I always keep an eye on them. I'm friends with a lot of the guys who play down there. Look after them on nights out and have DJ'd at some of their parties and stuff. But I'm a United fan. Absolutely. Have been since I was 5 years old. So yeah, United through and through. But I'll always keep an eye on Cardiff.
Dylan Keppel with that. If only Ireland had someone like Kiefer Moore, I would kill to have Kiefer Moore leading the line for us. And that's not even me being funny. We got Troy Power coming through, but other than that, and Adamida as well. Hopefully they are successful. But it's slim picking since Robbie Keane left. And when you have to rely on Shane Long, you know you're in trouble. Which Ireland are you from? Shay Given or well, no, I'm from the south of Ireland. I'm from the island of Ireland, and Shay Given's from Donegal. So
free kick for Poland's just gone straight out of play for a throw in. I've completely missed everybody. 16 minutes in, and not even. Oh, we've had one shot just off target.
Yeah.
Nothing's
Jordan,
really happened.
There's something I actually mean to ask, because I know you obviously you're a promoter and you everything you do, and you like, and you know the footballers. How many footballers have you been starstruck? I'm starstruck by Sean St. Ledger, because I can only imagine what it'd be like if I was to meet someone who's actually won a medal. So like, is there footballers that you starstruck from your youth that you've ever met, or is it all?
No, I to be honest, I've not. Because of what I do, you can't afford yourself to get starstruck. The environment you're in, you're usually looking after them on a night out, or you're meeting them as a DJ or whatnot. Yeah. And no, to be honest, no. I think the only time I was ever a little bit wowed was we did the Wales qualification party in 2016, and all the players came to it, and Ashley Williams, who was the captain at the time,
yes,
he has the same agent as Rio Ferdinand, and he just sort of said to me, just in the middle of the evening, he said, "Oh yeah, to this party, Rio's going to come along," and I was like, "Oh right, okay," and then Rio turned up, and that was the only time, because at that time he was like, "Oh wait, there we've got." Oh, we've got 1-0. We've got 1-0. Nothing. Slovakia out of nothing, absolutely out of nothing. And their fans have gone mad.
Oh, that is a big goal. That is a big goal for Slovakia.
That literally came out of nothing. Let's have a look. Wow, I didn't expect that.
No.
Didn't expect that. Yeah. The Slovakians have gone mad. An attack coming from down the left. Oh, no.
Oh, no. No. That hit the post and hit the keeper.
That's poor from Chesney. Should have done better there. Got beaten. Chesney got beaten at his front post. Not a good look.
It's one of those where it hits the back of his head. Oh, that is miserable. That's very, first of all, very poor keeping. Great running, by the way.
Yeah, keeper should have done better. Keeper should have
done better. But who got the goal? It's a Chesney own goal. Of course it goes down to the Chesney own goal, because it hit the post first.
Yeah, it hit the post and come off the back of his head.
Yeah, Rubber Mac, someone's commented in. But that was great running from him, great tracking down. He didn't get, when it looked like it might go dead, he kept chasing it and then took a shot, and that's what can happen, But Chesney was very, very poor there.
Do you know what? I was just about to say, it's nice of Mark to take the game off. That's an absolute stinker when nothing happens, and bang, we've just had a goal. So hopefully opens up the game now, and Poland have to come out and attack a bit more. But right now we've got Slovakia on the charge.
Yeah, full steam ahead, absolutely. Oh, free kick to Poland right now. Just in Slovakia's half, and yellow card, first yellow card of the game.
Cheeky little nutmeg for Mac on the goal as well. Love that.
You love to see it.
Yeah, love to see it. Do you know what? Chesney doing what Chesney does, just Arsenal through and through, isn't he?
Always love a bit of Arsenal hate. It has to come in, at least once a video. I'm waiting for this comment to come up now. Paul McShane is an Irish icon. An icon on mediocrity, we'll say football knowledge. He's actually more to blame for that handball for Henry did than anyone else, because he allowed Henry to run in an offside position. Oh, hey.
Remember Paul McShane?
I unfortunately do remember him. The pain. I think he's still playing, and fair play to him. Like, at club level, I think most recently, as I remember him, he was at Reading and he was club captain, and he's always been a very popular figure. But every time at the national, he just never had it at that level, and there was always a mistake in him. And he was at United as a kid, like he was there for till the age of about 23, 24, and he was relatively highly rated. But then whenever it came to the national team, do you know what he reminded me of? Another throwback is Titus Bramble. But Titus Bramble is like a better player than him, because Titus Bramble was someone who was quality, but just always had a mistake. Always had a mistake in him.
Yeah, Titus Bramble was a much better player.
Okay, no, I do. Okay, I will say Titus Bramble was a much better player. Okay, it's just the first person I just always remembered, like, Titus Bramble. It's just like he'd just do one stupid thing, and it seemed to like overshadow his career. that like just booting the ball into Rose Ed, but missing the ball completely, and then leaving an open run for the strike.
I tell you what that sounds like. It sounds like Mr. Pink Boots, Phil Jones. That's what that sounds like.
Oh, big Phil. Oh, Slovakia.
Nice.
Oh, that's a free. Yeah.
The free kick. He's pulled it back there. I think that could be another yellow card. Yeah. Guys, those who want to sync, 21, 22, 23, 21, 24, 21, 25. I know, guys, we haven't got a timer, and lots of people comment asking for a timer, but we will try and keep you synced up as best as possible.
Yes.
The game's definitely opened up now. Poland trying to win it. And get back into it. So, good.
That's what we needed. The game needed a goal. I did, like we were saying, I felt Poland I didn't think Slovakia had striking ability, if I'm being honest, and I'd like with their only outlet, but that's why they had to give him a goal. They gave him an OG. Joe, if United win the league and you need to get a Paul McShane trying to clear ball tattoo. Oh, sorry. Okay. If United win the league, you need to get a Paul McShane trying to clear the ball tattoo. That's a really terrifying prospect that I will say no to, if that's allowed. I will not get a tattoo of Paul McShane near my body. I won't even risk it because I want United to win the league, and I don't ever want that not to be a case. So I won't do that, but AMK. But thank you so much for donating money and putting the idea out there.
Ruchit Patel sending me and you, Joe, a bit of love from Australia. So hello, Ruchit. Watching all the way over there.
Jordan, I actually I was in a pub today getting a bit of grub, and this always happened to me with Aussies.
Wait. You weren't just in a pub. Wait. You weren't just in a pub. You were on a date. So put it right. You were on a date. Okay. I had a lovely halloumi burger, but thank you for giving context to that. But I was on a date with a super lovely lady, and I was chatting. There was a barman, and this always happens to me when it's someone from that end of the world. I'm like, in my head, I go, they're an Aussie, or they're from New Zealand, but I'm like, you're an Aussie, and it's always, no, I'm from New Zealand. And when I think they're from New Zealand, they're an Australian. Do you, obviously, we both have accents, really lovely accents. Do you ever get mixed up with when you go abroad or anything that they wouldn't say Welsh first, or? No, I think if people spot that I've got a Welsh accent, they know I've got a Welsh accent, pretty much. But I don't think I've got a strong Welsh accent.
You do. Do you think I have a strong Irish accent?
Yeah. You might as well just have an island tattoo across your forehead. Yeah.
I'll do that before I do the Paul McShane tattoo.
That's it. But I close my eyes and I'm one-on-one with Father Ted right now. That's who I'm with. So yeah, I really don't think I've got a strong Welsh accent.
No, you do. You so do. Okay. And the thing is, in my head, I don't have a strong Irish accent. You know, I just don't. Okay. But then we were like as yourself, you're like, you do, Joe. I'm like, I'm happy about that. I love the Welsh accent. And I love your accent. You know, so keep it coming. Are
you trying to ask me out?
Well, you know, if you're available, I'm just saying. I'm not sure how we'll do it, you know, Sweden to Wales, but I'm sure, you know, Zoom.
Quality. There's another foul there. Do you know, there's been a few
it's
niggles and kicks in this game, haven't they? Yeah. Both teams up for it.
I might show my geography failure skills here, but if anyone can get in the comments and let me know. Is this kind of a derby? I don't know how far Slovakia are away from Poland. Like, do they touch as a country? Bromance, absolutely. It's been bromance since day one. But if you know how close, if they actually touch as a nation, let us know. Because that might be why it's extra tasty. And Slovakia on the attack here now. They've been a Honda Lilies. Thanks to Temple Derry. Absolutely. Good win yesterday for watching the Gaelic football. Kildare by 3 points. They came close in the end, but a good win. Back to Division 1.
Lovely bit of skill. I'll tell you what, Slovakia got a couple of ballers.
They really do.
Got a couple of ballers. I can't pronounce their names for love nor money, but they got some ballers.
This game is up. Look, let's be honest about Poland. When is the last time they did anything in a tournament? I know they're not going to win it, but when have they really made a statement? They seem to be whatever the word I'm trying to say is losers, where they qualify basically every time, but then they got to do group stages knocked out, maybe last 16 or something like that. But like with Lewandowski that they've had for 12 years now, they have done nothing. They've really, and it's
got a Slovakia corner about to come in. Let's see if they can get a decent delivery. Good
header.
Yeah, good header.
Slovakia really playing the ball about very comfortably. Oh, over everyone.
Yeah, it's good.
Sorry, I'm getting love for Kildare football. Jimmy Hyland, great player. Someone said Rathgarvan, I think, in Newbridge. Good places as well.
Guys, make sure we're hitting that like button and subscribing.
Oh! Shoo!
Hell of a knock.
Oh.
Hell of a knock from the edge of the box.
Oh.
Slovakia have come here to get the win. They're not sitting back.
Oh, when he took that shot, I was like, this is going over and over and over. But it dipped down. That was a lovely, that was a tasty shot. Yeah.
Do you know what, Joe? I tell you, watching these games the last couple of days and seeing fans in the ground, it's really, really made me miss the whole stadium atmosphere.
I can't agree more. I can't
wait to get into a game.
Yeah. How often would you get the games? Usually, like, would you go to international games a lot, or?
International home games, yeah. Go to quite a few. In terms of getting up to Old Trafford, the weekends are just an absolute nightmare with me working.
Yeah.
But Champions League games, love a Champions League game midweek going up. So me and the boys will drive up for those. Got a couple of season tickets, so we go up when we can. But yeah, weekends is just really tough with the DJ schedule and stuff.
Yeah, I completely agree. And look, I know this might sound alien to you, Jordan. There's a lot of love for Kildare football, GAA, in the comments. David Dignan. John Doyle is one of the greatest free kick takers in the history of Gaelic football. So good shout there. And I'm from Kildare, I'm from Naas. But but for me,
do you want me to start shouting out people who are famous at sheep shearing as well? It means absolutely nothing to me. But yeah, I'm happy for you guys.
Thanks so much. We are terrible right now, but we're getting better. But thank you, Jordan. I'll get you a Kildare jersey. Someone send Jordan over a Kildare jersey. We'll get him on our side. But with going to live games, I would literally go to see any game possible. I go League of Ireland as much as possible. The only problem, like Ireland, obviously, to the UK, it's difficult to get over for games. I go over if I can. There's a cost factor as well, but I would literally go to any game possible if I'm able to. So it's really huge to see them back at the games, and I'm really looking forward to eventually getting the games myself. Like, I go down the Sunday League that play here, that I'm part of the Stockholm Gales, and I would stick around all day to watch the other teams as well. Like, I actually went on a scouting mission because Stockholm Gales got to the cup final last week, just before I arrived, and the other semi-final was last Wednesday. So a few of us went up to just check out the opposition, and they ain't got nothing on us, mate. But on this game, Slovakia on the ball again.
Slovakia on the ball. Do you know what? Considering Poland are 1-0 down, they haven't really come out too gung-ho since conceding. It does get to a point where, Lewandowski must be looking at it now thinking, but like, it's just not for me.
Can I what is
lovely back heel, lovely bit of skill. Ball into the box then. It is all Slovakia at the moment, guys.
It is. There has been no reaction from Poland at all. Like, considering Poland will say had the better opportunities, had all the possession before the goal, you'd imagine they just would have upped the ante and just said, we actually have to play now. But they've really faltered. Really, really faltered. Yeah. And Slovakia look calm, they look cool, they look collected. Do you know, they look like they actually know how to play football. And I was not expecting that from Slovakia.
Yeah. Just a comment from Cameron Thomas. Jordan, do you watch any rugby? I mean, you're Welsh, so you must do. Of course I do. And Wales are one of the best rugby teams in the world. Just won the nations. So yes, I do. But we're not going to be talking about that on this channel. We'll save that for another time.
Fair. Please don't, because Ireland are awful at the moment. So I prefer not to talk about that too as well. So, and congratulations on winning the Six Nations. I'm really happy for you, Jordan.
Do you know what? Yeah, just quickly before Drawty slaps me around the ear, I'll just say it was just disappointing that we couldn't actually go to the stadiums and actually enjoy it.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
But and is there any Slovakians actually watching this, or anyone who's lived in Slovakia? Are you surprised by the fact that they're playing so well? If you've been watching previously, because they weren't that impressive against Ireland in the qualifiers, if I'm being honest. But they were missing a few players. So if anyone knows any insights of watching them, let us know.
Tell you what, I don't know about you, Joe, but I've been impressed with Slovakia so far.
Really, really have. Poland finally getting into the box now, and just Slovakia take it back and win a free kick. They look shook, Poland. They look really shook.
Yeah.
And Lewandowski, like what? I don't understand. Like again, like Lewandowski has never done a tournament, really. I don't think, unless maybe 10 years ago, but I really don't think so. But they should really just be like, leave them in the effectively the 6-yard box, get the ball and just hammer them in. But they're not even getting the touch of it now. So
no,
they need to get the half time, because if any way this is going to go, it's going to be Slovakia going 2-0 up.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, Hamsik on the ball. Like,
nice break from Slovakia. This,
yeah. Oh, good. Good ball into the box. Nice header. Straight to the goalkeeper. Not much to it, but it's Slovakia making all the moves, all the runs. Like, very clever play. And if you looked when Hamsik got the ball there, he made the run, but there was no Polish players screaming to get back. They had their back line. That was it. And the Slovakia players were doing all the runs. So they're doing great. They're doing very well. And I see a comment there, what is wrong with Poland today? I'm not surprised about Poland having shown up. I figured this being Lewandowski's most likely his last tournament, that they'd be doing everything about it. Now, out of curiosity, we can make a comparison to Wales here a little bit. Like, Wales' star man, we'll say, for 10 years or so has been Gareth Bale. So can that be a hindrance at times, where everything has to be fed through one player? Is that the same thing with Poland? Kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I wouldn't say the Bale situation at Wales now, because I think under Bale, with Bale, we've had Ramsey, we had Joe Allen, we had other players that were not to the same level, but a good enough level.
Yes, yeah.
Under Ryan Giggs, when Ryan Giggs was playing, that's when you noticed we were a one-man team. We really struggled. Yeah. And there just wasn't enough Welsh players that played at a higher standard, played Premier League and Championship football. There was a lot of League One and League Two players. Yeah. You know, we had some part-time taxi drivers that, you know, were playing for us at that time. So it's definitely improved in the Bale era. Yes,
and you have really exciting players coming through as well. Like the likes of, I think you called him Harry Beckham. On one, I think on the Watchalong, Harry Wilson. So I think there's a lot of interesting things going. And you've Ethan Ampadu, who
he's an absolute baller.
Yeah, and he was offered to us. His dad played for Ireland, and we didn't. He played under 21s, and then you got him, and it's just that was the FAI dropping the ball, because he wanted. I won't say he wanted to, but there was interest, you know.
Yeah, do you know what? This is a running theme for Ireland, isn't it? How many players you should have the Ireland 11 that got away. Hell of a team.
Look, if you want me to go through it, I can go through it right now.
No.
They're pretty much the entirety of the English starting lineup could have played for Ireland. Poland just had a bit of the ball there, spraying it nice and forward. They had a shot there a few minutes ago, which went over the bar, and just there hit an anger, but took it up all wrong and just went out wide. But the other day, I'm just going to name the England team. Obviously, the two lads, which I won't say their name, that we all know about, but also Harry Kane and Jude Bellingham are eligible to play for Ireland. If you want to go further back, Michael Keane could have played for Ireland. And if you Paul Scholes, Wayne Rooney, Steven Gerrard, there's loads. There's loads if I went down the list, but like that could have played for Ireland. Robbie Fowler, and they all went, no, we want to be miserable with England instead of having the crack with us. Trevor Sinclair.
Now, there's been 11 shots and only one on target. And there's another one off target from Slovakia. So no one's peppering either goal at the moment, but plenty of attacking threat from Slovakia. Poland have been slightly disappointing, I would say.
Yeah, so again, I would say disappointing, but again, not surprised. This is what Poland do when they show up to a tournament. If anyone is there watching that can remember Polish or remember like highlights from their tournaments in the past, put it in the comments and let us know, because I am racking my brain for any time they did anything ever to anyone. You know, I'm giving a lot of hate to Poland, but I just think when you have a player like Lewandowski, you need to do everything in your power to work around him and make a success of it. Someone keeps saying in the comments where I'm Irish. What? Yeah, David O'Donovan. Sorry. Okay, Joe. What country are you from? I'm Irish. What county are you from? And I'm from Kildare. From Naas. Oh, that's a great tackle. Just at the edge of the box from center half. Yeah, got down quick, got down decisive, and it's gone out for a corner. Oh, and nothing happened. Joe, why would you choose Ireland? You can't qualify for it. I didn't choose to be born in Ireland. I'm very happy I'm born in Ireland.
No, I think he's talking about the players, isn't he? The players that you've just suggested.
Oh.
That's why they've made the decision to go and play for England.
Yeah. But no, if they wanted to play for the best country in the world, they would have chosen Ireland. But they can play for England if they want. But it just to put it straight here, right? I have no issue with any one of Irish descent choosing to play for Ireland. Harry Kane, when he was on loan at Leicester, was approached if he wanted to join the under-21s, and he went, "No, I don't want to play for Ireland. I love my heritage." His dad, I think, is from Galway, or like his dad's side. But he's like, my dream is to play for Ireland. I am so fine with that, and I wish him all the success in the world. I don't want England to win anything, but I've no ill will against them. But when you have people like, especially Mr. Rice, who actually played for Ireland and then played for England, I'm like, that's where I'm a bit So
Bradley Hamilton in the comments saying, Jordan, are you still confident Wales can get out of the group? More than confident. After seeing Turkey against Italy, I think we've got a real good shout of growing into this tournament and putting Turkey to the sword on Wednesday night.
I think that's going to be one of the games of the tournament. I really do think so. I think more of the hipster games of the tournament. Turkey desperately need a win. Because of the way I'm just thinking, if Italy, we presume Italy are going to win against Switzerland. Yeah, we presume that's the way it's going to go. Then Italy could go into the final game, qualify through, play a nothing team against Wales. So it could be that you draw against Turkey and then you can just go out and beat Italy's reserves like Ireland did a couple of years ago. But I think it's all play. I think that not losing your opening game, and I think Turkey might be hurt. So I think it'll be a really open, interesting game. So I am looking forward to that game a lot. What do you know what time it's at?
I think it's the evening game. I think it's Wednesday evening. I just seen a comment then from Reese McMillan asking, am I in Cardiff Town for the game on Wednesday night? No, I will be sat here doing a watch along. I think it's me and the big man Goldbridge. I'm not 100% sure yet. But I will be doing a watch along for you guys. I will have my Welsh top on and we will be breathing fire on Turkey.
That's Dragon Fire now.
Full Khaleesi mode.
There Wednesday. It is again. Someone keeps commenting in. Joe, did you watch the game yesterday? My cousin Liam, thanks so much for commenting in, Liam. Played Derek Irwin. He's from Naas too. Yeah, no, it was a great game yesterday. Kildare played. Won by 3 points. Should have been a lot more. We're into the top division now, which is great. So thanks so much, Liam, for getting in now with that comment. I'm delighted that you know Dara. It's great. Yeah, the game's kind of evening up again now. Poland have had a few more chances, and they're after winning it back now. Nice battle in midfield. And Slovakia just won it back. It's very scrappy as well. Good few yellow cards. I think we've had 2 yellow cards so far.
Yeah. Well, I have been impressed with Slovakia, though. I have been impressed. The way they've held the ball. Yeah.
And do you know what I'm also impressed with? And this is, I call Slovakia a smaller nation, that they didn't go 1-0 up and say, we're sitting back, allow Poland, we might get another one, but we're definitely not going to concede. But they've had the better opportunities. They're playing great football. So, like, fair play to them. Like, absolutely full dogs.
Yeah, no, played some good football.
That's a bad ball.
Absolutely dreadful pass.
That was awful. Awful.
That was it. If I wasn't looking, that could have been Fred.
That was awful. And if you looked at his right hand side, there was someone cutting in. That was very bad.
Yes.
Just awful. But from what you've seen so far, we'll just that's a good header. No. Nabbed.
Broken down. Got a counter attack here from Poland. No options. No one's busting a gut to get forward.
What is Lewandowski doing all the way out there? Get in the box. Get it on his head.
See how deep he's dropping just to try and get hold of the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Nothing.
Decent ball in.
Yeah. That's Lewandowski's really...
Do you know what? That's the difference. At club level, that would have hit the back of the net.
Yeah. That's his first shot in anger, really, that we've seen so far. And nothing kind of came from it. It's Poland really aren't linking up together. Like we said, they've had a couple of opportunities, but nothing clean-cut, as you'd imagine. I suppose with, like, as you said, and rightly so with Wales, like 2016, in around 2014 on, you were getting Premier League players kind of in key positions in spine that team. But if you look at Poland, they've really got nothing, and it's really hard to put everything on Lewandowski because also teams like Slovakia go, well, just mark him out of the game. You know, just put two men on him at all time. It'll leave other positions open, but they're not going to do anything to us, Poland. Poland. So it's very smart tactics, and it happens the whole time.
Advice. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing your name right, mate, but you're always commenting. I love your comments and your interaction and your tweets. Asking me, Jordan, do you think Wales can win the Euros? And if not, which round do you feel they will exit in? Well, look, I'm not going to sit here like Mark with blind faith shouting about it's coming home and 3 Lions and all that jazz. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I think we will get out of the groups. And I think if we could get to the last 16, I think that is a good result for this young emerging Welsh squad that will be together for the World Cup. I think that is good progress. So a few people asking about Mark. Mark is just having a break. You've got myself, Jordan, and Joe taking through the Poland-Slovakia watch-along. And like I said, all watch-alongs will be on That's Football. We will be covering every single game, guys.
Oh, Hamzik made a wrong decision there. He was battling through on just at the edge of the box, and he had opportunities to find the ball to pass it in, and he just took a wild shot, and it went nowhere. And Slovakia just lost the ball, and Poland and Lewandowski in his own half picks up the ball to spray it out now.
Yeah, you never see him drop that deep ever, do you?
No. And Slovakia they've no penetration in the box at all, Poland. They're knocking it in, but it's every time it's cleared out very, very easy. And
Hummus Navid in the comments. Sorry, I don't know your name, but the one above Poland, that is me. My name's Jordan. I'm also from Wales, and I support Wales, and I support England. Okay, shout out to you.
Okay, fair play to you.
Let me ask you a question. Who do you support if they were playing each other?
That's a good question.
That's interesting.
That is a good question.
Let me know who you
Wales.
support.
With Scotland get out of the group, we actually covered this. Thanks, Ewan, for commenting in. We kind of chatted about this earlier on, but I said my piece that I think that they needed at least a draw today to have any opportunity. Really, they should have won to see themselves have any thought of getting out of the group, but I think they are done. I really like Scotland. I have a lot of mates that are Scottish, and Celtic cousins as well, but I think they really missed the ball there. Do you think there's any hope, Jordan?
Absolutely no chance. I think they are like in quicksand, and every game it solidifies a little bit more. They are finished. It's unfortunate because as a home nation, I want to see them do well. I really hope they step up against England this week, because imagine, Mark, after that game, if they go and put 3 or 4 on England.
No one.
And the thing is, it's okay for you guys because you get to turn off after the hour of the show. We have to put it within the WhatsApp groups and whatnot. So, yeah, it'll be a nightmare. So I really hope Scotland come out firing.
So if everyone can just have good vibes for Scotland going forward, please, we need this.
Interesting one. I just seen a comment. So I didn't see who posted the comment. Let me see if I can just find it again. Give me a sec, because it was a good question, and I'd be interested to hear Joe's opinion on it.
Just gone half-time there.
It's gone. It was. Do I prefer Lewandowski or Harry Kane at United? Joe, do you want to answer that?
Well, I think it's Kane every day of the week. I think if you're looking for someone just for lethal, just absolutely like, obviously not for Poland, but if you get balls on his head, if he is 6 years out, he is not missing like Lewandowski. But what's his name? Harry Kane is just a better footballer, and everything. Like I'd say, Lewandowski has a few plus the minuses over him, but I think all round play for creating as well, like it is Harry Kane. Lewandowski has come off a wonderful season in Germany. Absolutely, look, he's everything for him there. But it is always for me. It's going to be Harry Kane. Always.
Sure, Joe. I agree with you, my Irish friend. I think it is Harry Kane. I think the last time we had a striker as good and as prolific as that was Van Nistelrooy. I think he's an absolute top netter, and I don't feel we've had anyone like that since then.
I wonder how it's one of these, like, we look at Hamsik as a great player who never played in the Premier League. Lewandowski is obviously a better than Hamsik, world-class player who's never played in the Premier League. But it does work. It does make me curious of how well they would have done, because obviously there's a famous story where Lewandowski was going to sign for Blackburn would it have been 2006? When was the Iceland? Remember the volcano and all the flights were stopped?
The volcanic ash.
Yes. Did you ever hear the story about how he nearly signed for Blackburn?
Yeah.
But for anyone who doesn't know, he the fee was agreed. Everything, I think it was like $3 million. But the problem was he couldn't get to Blackburn, couldn't fly in because of the volcanic ash, and he ended up signing for someone before Dortmund. I can't remember who it was. But
2010.
2010.
So I'd say it in the comments. Joe, I'll just read a comment saying, "Oh, look at you two choosing Harry Kane because you're British Isle FC." No, I just look at Harry and he's consistently done it. I remember his first season when he burst through, and I looked at it and he scored a bag load of goals, and I was like, "Yeah, but he's a one season wonder. He's not going to be able to do it again," and he just keeps doing it every single year. And I feel like when you see a player like that consistently do it in the Premier League, that's something special. And what he's added to his game now with assists, I think he's the complete player, and he's a leader, he's a captain there at Spurs.
Yeah, I couldn't disagree with you more. Sorry, I agree with you more. Sorry, I don't know why I said disagree. I think he's world class. He's top 3 strikers in the world. Actually, I wouldn't say top 3 strikers. I'd say top 3 forwards, because I think his all-round play is what puts him ahead of Lewandowski. I'm sure you can put them head-to-head on goals alone if you're looking at that, which is always the most important thing. And there's an argument. Absolutely, Lewandowski is world-class and a world-class goal scorer. But for me, just Harry Kane for all-round play, for his leadership, absolutely. And he's proven that he can do it in the Premier League. So, I think
exactly.
At Spurs.
A lot of people asking about the clock, guys. It's half time at the moment. We don't have the clock when there's 2 of us on. We don't have the clock at the same time. But what we'll do is, as soon as the second half kicks off, we will count you back in so that you can all sync up with us and we can carry on the watch along together. But while we have got your attention, guys, make sure you're hitting the like and you're subscribing. This is That's Football. This is where you can watch along. We'll do all the watch alongs on this channel. So make sure you subscribe so you can get all the up-to-date information on who's on. There's loads of different people across the channel. Beth, Kev, Jay, we've got Craig from Anfield's Agenda, and obviously the big man Mark will be back a little bit later. If I've forgotten everybody, I do apologise. But this is where they will all be. Yes.
Yes, absolutely. You're dead right. And every game is being covered. And I've tuned in when I'm not on, and it's a great laugh, and we're getting loads of love in the comments as well, and people are really enjoying it. So if you want to come back for the best people to listen to, who want to listen to Martin Tyler when you can listen to Jordan and Joe? Come on now.
Definitely. I just comment from It's Williams 98. Scotland wish they had a Kiefer Moore.
But look, Did you just look over your shoulder?
No, I'll tell you what it is. No, the super chat says Messi or Ronaldo. And on my wall, I've got signed memorabilia. It's Messi and Ronaldo in a frame. And I was going to move my camera to show the frame.
Yeah.
But the rest of my room looks like an absolute junkyard.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, I think that is. Yeah, I have the same sort of problem. I don't have a Messi Ronaldo thing, but if this camera moves 4 inches to the left or 4 inches to the right, you're going to see the hovel I live in. So yeah, good shout, good shout. And by the way, yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, in answer to that super chat, in my opinion, biased as a United fan, for me, I would go with Ronaldo as the GOAT because he's done it in multiple leagues. Hasn't just stayed at one club. Although I respect people who are one club, we've got some of the greatest one club players to ever play the game, Scholes, Giggs, etc. So I do respect that from Messi. But the way Ronaldo's been able to move from league to league and keep the same standard, and even at his age now, he's still delivering the goods. For me, Ronaldo is the GOAT.
I have a different kind of way of looking at it, but I completely agree with everything you said so far. I think Ronaldo is the greatest athlete of all time. I think I don't think anyone comes close to him.
Whoa.
Oh, okay.
In all sports.
I genuinely think he's the greatest athlete of all time. Genuinely.
No.
Who?
He couldn't lace Michael Jordan's boots.
Oh my God.
He couldn't listen. He couldn't lace Jordan's boots. No, I'm not having it.
From someone who the only thing he knows about Michael Jordan is that he's a Looney Tune, I'm going to say you're wrong. I will say I can't argue about Michael Jordan. He seems to be respected across the board. Absolutely, everyone. Like I know who was it that when he joins the club gets the number 23. Fine, I understand that. I don't watch basketball, so I'll bow down to your knowledge on that. But for Ronaldo, I genuinely think if he was to play. If his interest was rugby, I think he would probably be the greatest rugby player of all time for his dedication to his craft, for whatever. If we wanted to be a runner, he'd be the greatest runner of all time. If he wanted to be a basketball player, he could probably be in argument for being the best. Like he'd get to the highest level. I think as you're saying, for 20 years, he is playing at the most elite level of football consistently, and people are seeking him out. I think that's what makes him the best athlete of all time. I think. Goal scoring as well, absolutely. Football, I think his actual footballing ability, I won't say is wanting because that is such an understatement. I still think Messi with a ball at his feet, I don't think anyone touched him outside of Maradona. I think what he does with the low center of gravity, with his ability to make absolutely something out of nothing just with the ball at his feet. And sometimes Ronaldo making something out of nothing is scoring from 45 yards, is getting an awful ball come in and making something out of it from his athleticism. So I think Messi as an actual footballer with the ball at his feet is better. But as an athlete, there's no comparison for me. There is no comparison for me. So I think as a footballer, that's where I would say Messi is better than Ronaldo. But as an athlete, there was no one that touches Cristiano Ronaldo. You furrowed your brow. I enjoy a good brow furrowing.
I'm trying to understand that comment. So as a footballer, you're saying Messi is better than Ronaldo,
but as an athlete, but as just for his ability to stay in the physical shape that he's in, for like the type of goals he scores, where he's literally jumping like to make his height 7'12" or whatever it is. His dedication to always being better is never going to be matched for anyone. But just as an actual football technique with the ball at his feet, I just think Messi is a better football player. But like everything Ronaldo does around the game to make himself better is better than Messi. Does that make sense?
Right. So in answer to that question, if somebody says to you, who's better, Messi or Ronaldo, who are you saying? Effectively, you're saying both of them for different reasons.
Yeah, Shane Long is clearly the answer. Clearly, I don't even know why we're having this discussion. If they say best footballer, I take that as football technique. I would say I'd have to say Messi, but if they say the greatest player of all time, I'd probably say Ronaldo for everything else he does. But it's down to like very fine margins. But I do absolutely agree with everything you said there. But it's all about the wordplay with me. But it's it's clearly Shane Long or Kiefer Moore. That's the real question.
Okay, you need to take some time out when you've got time and watch Michael Jordan's Last Dance.
Oh, I've heard everything about it.
Anyway, like even away from this conversation, you need to get that in you to appreciate the brilliance.
Yeah, I've got a Roy Keane agreeing with me in the cheap seats as well. So
Keno.
if he he says he's the unofficial Roy Keane, but we know he's really him. So thanks, Keno, for being on board. But here's one for you. I'm going to throw this at you, Jordan. It's another one, straight from the back. Who do you think? I'll put this in the comments as well, but I'll have time to think about it. Don't have to answer it now. Who is the most overrated player of all time? And the only kind of prefix I'll give it, or the asterisk I'll give on this, is we'll pick a player who's retired, because I think we can look at a player now like Eden Hazard. Will we look at his career saying that he was overrated, or he just had his peak was just a bit short, or whatever you look at it? So will we look at players that are retired, or like 38, 30, like Buffon? I'm not saying Buffon's overrated, but like he's 43 now, so we can look at his whole career. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
So
okay, I would say, judging by the hype and like cost of transfers and so on and so forth, you got to look at some of the players. Like there's a few that spring to mind, and unfortunately, it's a lot of the Brazilians, because they were gassed up to be the next Ronaldo. So I would go for a Robinho, Adriano, Hulk, players like that.
Can I just say on that, have they not more just like had good seasons and then failed to live up to the hype? But who is someone that is like, people say, oh, he's an amazing player, but actually you look back in his career and you're like, he actually wasn't that good, or not as good as they say he was?
Robinho,
yeah, that's a good shout.
Yeah,
that's a good shout. Do you know?
Yeah,
I made you go first because I had no one in mind, so I wanted the comments to answer it for me. But I actually had this discussion. I had this discussion only the other night with he's actually a football coach. He's one of the coaches for AIK, a Swedish, one of the top Swedish teams. And Pele, or was it him actually? Oh no, I was more saying it to him more so than anything else. But I said to him that Pele, if you kind of look at his stats and look at everything, there have been far better Brazilian players than Pele. Now, now I'm only saying Pele. Pele is obviously, I've never seen him play live. He retired in the late 70s. But as being put up against Maradona, I think there's better Brazilian players than Pele. Do you know what I mean? So I think just as being the greatest player who's ever lived, I think maybe the first superstar you could say is Pele. But a lot of people saying him, I can understand why they're saying is he's not the greatest player of all time. Because for me, Maradona is the greatest player of all time. Just from like, again, I'm not going to highlight reels, but he literally changed the landscape of football clubs. Like he made Napoli a team. He won Argentina a World Cup. Like he did it at the highest level consistently. And you look back at everything, you see his documentary, like he was genuinely, him and Johan Cruyff like changed the game. So that's why I feel like Maradona, and I feel like saying about Pele. But again, it's hard for me to say. If anyone's in the comment that actually watched Pele play, maybe you can have more for saying that.
There's more overrated players than Pele. You haven't got an argument there to say Pele is one of the most overrated players, mate. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying.
It's outrageous, Joe.
But like, I'm just saying, okay, not most overrated, but like he's not the greatest. He's not held up as being the greatest player of all time. I think that's also a FIFA thing, saying he is the greatest player of all time. But that's what I mean by that. But like, okay, fine. We'll take precious Pele off the table. A couple of people are saying Michael Owen. Samuel Eto'o. No, Samuel Eto'o kind of did it.
Eto'o was a baller.
Yeah, he was. He everywhere he went, he conquered, we'll say. He won the league. He won the Champions League. He was deemed not good enough for Barcelona, and then he won the treble with Inter the following season.
Do you know? And then came to Chelsea and smashed him in at Chelsea.
Yeah. And then I love his celebration as well. Do you remember when Jose said he was too old?
Yeah,
and he scored in the following game, and then did the walking stick celebration. It's like, love that.
I tell you what, Michael Owen isn't a bad shout for players who didn't live up to their potential.
Yes,
I wouldn't say he's one of the most overrated, But he did Liverpool. He got off to an absolute flyer at Liverpool. Yeah. And then I remember going to watch him again for Real Madrid. And then obviously when he came to United, just didn't do it, did he?
No. And like, he can put it down to injuries, but unfortunately, Giggs, we'll say players like Ryan Giggs, who we won't say it's injuries were suffering his hamstrings, but like when he aged, he just completely changed his game, and made himself relevant for the entirety of the 22 years he was at the club. While Michael Owen, when he lost his pace, he had the nous, like he was an older player and a bit of intelligence, but he really didn't do anything. He failed miserably at Real Madrid. Newcastle hate him, Liverpool hate him, United hate him. I think that's a very good shout. There's actually a guy, I don't play five-a-side with him, but he plays at the five-a-side back home. And he's this big, fat guy from Portsmouth. But he used to play underage for Portsmouth, like 16, 17, and he was a goalkeeper. And even though he's a goalkeeper, he's a great first touch. But his famous story is that he saved a penalty on Michael Owen.
Okay, sorry, here's a question. Is that Nigel de Jong in the studio?
I'm watching on Swedish TV.
Right, in the comments, is that Nigel de Jong looking like a Bond villain? I'm trying to work out. Ooh, is that who he is? I just caught a quick glance at him. Is that Nigel de Jong?
The murderer of 2010 World Cup. Someone commented in there saying Rooney was overrated. And thank you so much for super. Yeah, Murray. And it was a super chat, and that is a. I thank you for commenting in, but that's a big no from me.
Yeah,
Rooney
terrible.
If anything,
players coming back out onto the pitch, guys. Yes. They're just coming back out. Poland first. Oh, actually, no, it's not. Slovakia already out. It must come out a couple minutes early.
Jermaine Aliadier. Oh my God. The only reason anyone remembers his name is because it's just a fun thing to say. Jesus Christ. What do you let's go for it.
As I say, Midnight Mass saying Kaka was an absolute baller. I do agree. When Kaka was on the ball, he was just so graceful. Absolute baller.
But then it all changed. It all changed when he went to Madrid. Just standard dropped, and I'll never forget his goals for in the semi-final. Yes, at Old Trafford for AC Milan. Like when he was sprinting, but he just glided. It felt like he was gliding.
Someone's just come up with an absolute perler. I can't pronounce your name. Penju. Oh, it's gone. It's gone. Freddie Adu. Can you remember Freddie Adu?
Oh, Freddie Adu. Oh my God, Freddie Adu.
Freddie Adu.
Oh, it's 1-0. It's 1-0. It's 1-0. 1-0.
It's 1-0.
Oh, I think that was a mistake.
I feel like this is one of those, I don't know, Jeff moments. I literally looked at the screen to read the comment, looked up, the ball was in the back of the net. I don't know, Joe.
Oh my. He didn't. Oh, it was lovely. Have to say, really lovely interplay by Poland. They really came out looking for it. Like lovely triangles. And then the most scuff shot you're ever going to see. And it just trickles under his fingers.
Yeah, but it really does.
Yeah. But much like, Slovakia had all the luck in the world when they went 1-0 up, and Poland, lovely play, but all the luck when that went in. Oh, wow. We have a game.
We have a game on.
Yeah.
Guys who want to sync up, it's 46, 38, 39, 40, 41 for those guys who want to sync. Sorry, guys, got a little bit caught up in the comments, and I missed that goal, like I said, but I will keep an eye on it. The Freddie Adu thing, I thought he was going to be an absolute baller.
Yeah.
I used to buy him on every single championship manager.
Yes.
He scored 60 goals a season. Absolute wonder kid. And just didn't deliver. He
didn't even get close. I know he was on trial at us and at Benfica and stuff like that. I didn't think he actually signed for Benfica, but he's played for something like 15, 16 clubs along those lines, like all further down, like the Indonesian league and stuff like that. But basically, he just signs, plays one game, gets a big check for being Freddie Adu because he's more famous than anything else for being who he is, and just nowhere near his potential. Jeez.
Oh. So guys, 1-1, 47 and a half minutes in, and we are game on. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Poland have had a rocket up the backside, maybe a double shot of Polski vodka at half time, and they've come out on fire.
Yes, they are giving it all. Like this is just at the edge of on the line.
I've had some strong Polish vodkas over the years. Just thinking back to Rushnikov, throat burner in Magaluf. Take your voice box away.
Yeah, shout out to nothing, but it's all Poland. It's all Poland.
It is. It's all Poland. Yeah, they've come out on fire.
I used to drink when I was like 16. I used to drink Naggins of vodka straight for about 3 or 4 months, and then I realized that's the worst thing to do ever. So I've probably touched vodka like 8 times since then. So so vodka never really been for me. Love a good whiskey sour, me, if I'm feeling fancy.
Ooh, yeah, nice. Yeah, love a good sour. Oh, when guys in the comments were asking us to update the score, I realized they meant the actual digital score underneath.
Unfortunately, that's above our pay grade.
Yeah.
If it doesn't come up, just draw on your laptop. The second goal. Ooh, I feel Poland are smelling blood here because they've literally come out like on fire. Joe, are you favoring to support a team in the Euros or neutral? Look, to be honest, I would be a neutral more so. I don't really support anyone outside of my own country, but I really want Wales and I really want Scotland to do well. Celtic cousins, don't want England to do well. I don't think they will. And then it's just when we get to the semi-final, quarterfinals, I just look forward to seeing good games. But I would watch a Wales game and say, let's go Wales. I would watch Scotland and say, please just don't be too bad. And then when it gets down to like, let's say, and Sweden, I guess, since I live here, I'd want Sweden to win. But then when it gets to just Italy and Turkey, we'll say, for example, I just wanted a good game. I've just seen Turkey were a dark horse, Italy are being somewhat underrated. So yeah, I wouldn't have a team if Ireland are playing, but I would definitely favour the likes of Wales, the likes of Scotland and Sweden because I'm here. So
all Poland the second half. All Poland.
Yeah. Slovakia really can't even get out of their half. And it's really nice play. They really got a sting up the arse. Oh, right at the keeper. Right at the keeper. Really nice play. Cross in from the side. Could have done a bit better. It was a toe poke. Nothing else really could have done. It was just slightly ahead of him. But it's all Poland, like we're saying.
Yeah, definitely is.
Do you see that comment about reading the name to make their day? And I'm worried that that's we're being drawn into something there.
No, what was that? I didn't see it.
There's a comment there, read my name, it'll make my day. And that always, especially on the internet, I always feel like that means we're going to read out something rude by accident. So I'm reading it through my head to see if it's clear. Can you see the comment?
No, I can't.
Okay. I'm not reading the name to be safe. I'm too new to the channel.
There you go. Spen Q's Veron was an overrated player. It's not
well.
Not much. I like Veron.
Yeah, I would say in the Premier League. Oh, Poland at the edge of the box. Sorry, here, guys.
Yeah.
Really nice tackle.
Good tackle.
Corner ball. Veron is overrated. Well, I wouldn't say overrated. He's just a letdown in England. But like he's hugely respected in Italy because he did wonderful things for Inter Milan and for Lazio and Parma, and just Premier League didn't suit him. We bought him to win us the Champions League basically, and just didn't happen. So and went to Chelsea. I remember his first game at Chelsea was to they beat Liverpool 2-1. And he scored, and that was the only time I was happy to see him at Chelsea because he didn't do anything else anyway. Yeah, this is all Poland. Another opportunity there. Header at the just at the 6-yard box, way over. But Slovakia really need to up the game and get some of that the stamina and some of the strength they had before. They're not even moving up in numbers anymore.
Yeah, no, I agree. They seem to have don't have the same snap, but yeah, they are on the break.
Yeah, lovely long ball by Hamsik.
Where in the first half their players were busted the gut to get in the box. It's not.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to be happening.
I think they just got a bit of a gut punch from the the equalising goal, and they're just probably just like, let's just calm. I think that what they're trying to do is just make sure they don't go 2-1 down. So they're being a bit too safe, but a bit of time has passed now, 6 or 7 minutes. They should really try making an impression on the game again. Because who else? Sweden and Spain are in this group as well, isn't it? Or am I?
Yeah, Sweden and Spain.
Oh, that's right. Sure, Slovakia. Yeah. So like, if they're really going to pick up points, it would be against Poland. So, you'd like to think so, because they were very impressive in the first half. Really, like playing it well. But I suppose it's. Oh, sorry. Hi, Joe. What's the crack? Hi, Graham. From Clonachan, you know it. I know Clonachan. Mass Welsh, so I'm cheering Wales. Fair play to you, Graham. Yeah, I know Clondalkin. I have a good few mates in Clondalkin. It's a good spot. It's very close to Lucan, South Dublin, even though you'd never claim you're South Dub. But thanks so much for coming in, Graham. Really appreciated the support. And yeah, Clondalkin, great spot. And he's a bit you as well. He's Welsh too, Jordan. Do you know? Yeah.
Okay, the reverse to that. Then let me ask you, who's the most underrated player?
Oh, Maron. The most underrated player.
Yeah. Most underrated player.
Oh, do you know what everybody kind of realised? He was an excellent player. And I think Robert Pires doesn't probably get as much love across football in terms as he would do, because I know Arsenal fans really talk about him really highly. And at the time, I remember him being absolutely incredible, because he'd always, he was that tricky guy in the left wing, but he seemed to never really get the respect he deserved. So Robert Pires is a great shout. Oh, sorry, in the comments as well. That was me kind of fillering until someone said Dennis Irwin. Dennis Irwin is, oh my God, the most world-class, one of the greatest left backs to ever play football. Goal scoring, assists, everything you want. Always gave 8 out of 10. Never got sent off the game. He got sent off. Well, someone will correct me. He got sent off against Liverpool in '99, but that was rescinded, and immediately afterwards. So that was the only time he was consummate professional. But everyone, I think it's. I'm saying because he's Irish, because he's not English. But Ashley Cole, obviously a great player too. But everyone seems to put him ahead of Dennis Irwin, and I'm not just saying this to be controversial. Ashley Cole is not a patch on Dennis Irwin. If Dennis Irwin and Ashley Cole are at the same time playing the same, and they're both the same nationality, Dennis Irwin would play week in, week out, and would be number one for England, guaranteed. So, Dennis Irwin absolutely is a wonderful shout. For yourself, Jordan.
Yeah. First of all, I second you saying about how amazing Dennis Irwin was. What a great player and servant for the club he was. Interesting. A lot of people saying Ji-sung Park as an underrated player.
It's great shout. I love Ji-sung Park. And you see the plaudits he got from Fergie in the was it a documentary? Or it might have been an interview? That Ji-sung Park, his biggest regret is not putting him on at half-time to go against Messi, because he feels he would have won that game. And look at the job. He was just a team player, just an absolute workhorse. And we got him from basically nothing from PSV. So that's a great shout as well from people. Yeah, no, quite a few people saying that. In the comments, just see who else people are saying is underrated. Owen Hargreaves? No, not having that. Not having that. Oh, got Poland's on the attack. They really come out firing in the second half. 56, 48, 49, 50 seconds for those who are trying to sync up. Yeah. I know a few people are missing the clock. Is this a free in or free out? Is this one? In the replay. Is this a free in? Oh, it's a free in. Oh, a very, very good position for a free kick from Poland. Just to the right of the left. Sorry. Yeah, the left of the box. Get a good. It's going to be Lewandowski anyway. It's a great opportunity. Definitely in shooting range. Yeah. So I think you'll go for goal on this. It's a good angle as well. And the keeper's leaving a lot of space to the keeper's right. Just waiting for this free kick to be taken, guys. Oh, yeah. Yeah. He's given 3 days room on the other side there. This is poor. And there's only 4 men in the box as well. Look, I can look at the angle.
All he's got to do is just hit the target, yeah?
It doesn't hit the target.
He's hit the wall.
That was, for me, there's a huge section. No. Should have done a lot better there. Better there.
Yeah.
I actually would have put it under the wall because there was no one down.
I tell you who would have hit the back of the net there. Man like Harry Wilson would have hit the back of the net there.
I was waiting for Kiefer Moore there, but yes.
No.
Harry Beckham, absolutely. Harry Beckham.
The Welsh Becks.
Who are you most excited for him coming through? Or who is there anyone that you're feeling, we won't say the next Gareth Bale, but like the next sort of superstar that's coming from Wales? Is he like your brightest prospect? Because you have a lot of good young players.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's no one out and out that I look at and could be their next superstar, their next Bale, their next Giggs. But what we do have is 4 or 5 really good players coming through at a similar time. So, and I'm hoping that, the experience from this tournament will then take us into the World Cup and we'll do well. But we've got to sort the manager situation out, to be honest.
Is that getting a lot of press? Is that like getting a lot of talk in Wales, or is it just people are trying to just pretend it's not happening? Or it's a very unique situation.
Yeah, it's difficult because obviously, Giggs is obviously held in great regard in Wales, and this is a real black mark on his name. But until he's gone to court and he's felt guilty or not, there's not really a lot of talk about it at the moment. I think the whole country is just getting behind the team because we did so well in 2016. It's sort of more of the same. All the beer gardens and the fan zones are up, and everyone's Wales is absolutely bouncing, and it's nice to see because we are known as a rugby nation, and people do go mental for the rugby. But it's been amazing these last few years that the country really got behind our football team, and we're seeing amazing scenes at the moment.
The one thing I love about the Welsh fans, and I think it's like the Scottish well, more so the Wales fans, it's like when there's such a unity there. There was such like a family feel when you guys were doing so well in the Euros that like every it felt like it wasn't just the players, it really felt like it was the country that was doing this, and that's with the rugby fans as well. Like I think you're great supporters for that family unit, for making it feel it's not just the people on the pitch, it's everyone does it, everyone's a part of it, and I love that. I really love that about Welsh football fans and Welsh football.
Just super chat saying, sorry, I've literally just missed it. Let me just catch it 1 second. The best Euro or World Cup game you have ever watched?
Straight away. Okay, I was at the game. It was actually against Sweden, and I'll put up on my Twitter later on a photo. We went out before the game, and we ran into Swedish fans, and we became like this beautiful family. It was great. So there's a photo of me with my Irish jersey holding a Swedish flag. But Wes Hoolahan, who I should probably say is the most underrated player of all time, that should have been my person, because Wes Hoolahan was a baller who never got the respect he deserved and needed at Irish. The fans loved him, but he never got the time he deserved. Wes Hoolahan's goal against Sweden, I was at the game. It was one of those beautiful moments. And it was just, I was with my brother, my cousin, and a family friend, and it was just a magic moment. And it was a beautiful goal, really. And it was an actual team goal as well. And then aside from that, it would be the 1-0 Robbie Brady header against Italy 2 games later. Really beautiful tournament.
World Cup 94, Republic of Ireland versus Italy in America. That for me is the game that stands out.
Really? Are you just about? Well, I'm not. Are you talking about Ireland? Or are you talking about all together in tournament, or just for Ireland?
Ireland.
Yeah, that game.
Game.
Oh! Red card.
Second yellow.
Second
yellow. Nasty.
Oh. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think the fact that he's given the ref a reason to make a decision when you're on a yellow card, especially in a big tournament like this.
Yeah,
you've got to be careful. You can't be charging in the way he's charged in.
He left the studs in. In. That's a problem, and it's definitely a booking. You'd think that because he's already on a booking, the ref. We're just seeing it again here now, guys. Oh, he drags him down. That was the first challenge, was it? Oh, he's been at it all game. He's been at it all game.
Yeah. It's second or third time they've had a word with him.
Krakowski. is red card. That's the same name. But this is, and it was, I'd say on it alone, if it was just that in its own, I'd say the ref might have been a bit lenient, but like he has been niggling all game, so definite on. And Slovakia, like Poland had all the pressure coming in, but this is huge now for Slovakia.
Yeah, now, I think unfortunately, the first yellow was a little bit harsh, but he's give the ref a reason to make a decision with our second challenge.
Oh, this is, I think, the third time we're going to say this, but this is game on.
Game on. 63, 26, 27, 28. And game on. Poland down to 10 men.
Like, we'll say
Slovakia to get into the game. Because, like I said, the second half, they just seem to have drifted out of it.
But the funny thing about this game, okay, I think the lead up play to both goals was top notch stuff, but the actual finishes were just pure flukes for the actual goals going in. And then Poland playing completely within themselves for the first half. Now you look at this, and then Poland just took the game by the scruff of the neck. Then had all the best opportunities, no real clean cut opportunity. Well, maybe a little bit they should have done better on, but this red card has changed everything now. So come on, Slovakia, no. Oh no, I'm supposed to be up for Poland. There goes my allegiances. No, I'm changing it. Yeah, thank you. Go Slovakia. Just playing really well, and then the turn, just too much on it. It's gone out. Oh, and what are you guys thinking in the comments? Which way are you going to go? Do you think that Poland? Well, will Poland sit back now, Jordan? What do you think? Because there is 25 minutes left.
25 minutes. No, I don't think they will. I think they were going to try and win it. They've got a couple of players warming up now. I think they're going to make some changes and try and win this game. Because the game's there for them to win. But like they've definitely been the better side.
Yeah, especially in the second half, like we were saying. But I suppose you have to look at it going, okay, we lose him now for one game. They're going to lose him. I don't know who they're playing next. But is a point the worst thing in the world? Is it maybe sit back and then just try hit them on the break? Like this is awful for Poland considering how they're playing. But like Slovakia, this is a shot in the arm because, like we were saying before, with why Scotland aren't going to do anything because if you get 3 points, there's every possibility you're getting out of this group. So Slovakia are going to throw everything at this, which will allow gaps at the back too. But like Slovakia need to go for it, and it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, a few people in the comments. Messaging saying, commenting saying, Boris's freedom day's been delayed until July 19th. Well, that is a negative. But the good news is that we will be here regardless, covering every single game on That's Football. So make sure you hit the like and subscribe, guys, and stay with us for every single game.
Reese McMillan have a lovely comment there. You two guys have great chemistry. Really enjoying the watch. Thanks so much, Reese. Greatly appreciate it. It's hard not to have great chemistry with Jordan.
Same with you, Joe. Mate. Good chat. Always good chat.
Yeah. Makes it very easy. It's great. And someone likes your red shirt.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I can't say it. I'm wearing a Simpsons reference. If anyone wants to check it out, it's Mr. Sparkle from the early season. So if anyone wants to compliment that, absolutely. But it's fine if you don't want to compliment it too. I don't live for it. It's fine.
Joe, can you say my name? Rice Krispies.
Rice Krispies. There it is. Is it back up again?
Yeah.
Yes, Rice Krispies. I was worried. Even though I knew this was Rice Krispies, I was like, I'm not being suckered in. But great name. But I guess it's Roos, like Marco Royce. So Royce Krispies. Yeah, Royce Krispies. Fair play to you. Rice Krispies. Thank you. Nice shirt, Joe. Yes. But with this, well, like now we're seeing Slovakia picking up a lot more possession now. They're just in their box, but Poland are starting to press really from the word go from defenders because they realise they are a man down. They can't allow themselves to be caught at the back. But I think they're gone for 3 in midfield. Yeah, but it's also a thing of Slovakia aren't.
Oh, good run. Good break from Slovakia into the box, into the Polish box. Side netting, guys.
Because the only thing as well, like we were saying, like their best player is Hamsik. They don't really have players that can, spark something out of nothing. So they will have to try play through the middle, and it's whether they can. Oh, it's a corner. Oh, it must have taken a save. I just realised that Schnezzy has the same number of goals as Kiefer Moore. Oh, good touch. Oh, what a goal! What a goal!
Whoa.
What a goal! Oh, that is beautiful.
Is that Skriniar?
I didn't even see. Look at the turn. Look how he takes this down.
What a goal. 2-1 Slovakia, guys, 68 minutes in. And Slovakia have taken the lead against 10-man Poland. Wow. I need to see who's just hit that. I'm just waiting for the
I think
replay.
I think he was Lewandowski's man because someone started screaming at him.
It is Skriniar. It is Skriniar.
Oh, great. That is beautiful.
Well taken. Man like Skriniar. Wow.
Yeah.
Do you know, I'm really happy with Skriniar because he's the only Slovakia player's name I can pronounce. So I'm going to say it again. Skriniar scored, guys.
That was a lovely turn. Lovely.
Yeah.
Into the bottom corner.
What a strike.
And they're losing their minds. I think he was left unmarked, and I do think it was Lewandowski's man. So he's really having a bad tournament because they straight away were having a go at him. So this is good now. I'd love to see Poland get a bit of a pummeling. I don't know why. I just like, you know.
Now Poland in the game. You were Team Polski. You wanted Poland to put Slovakia to the sword.
Jordan, it's not like this is live on YouTube for where thousands of people can rewind and let me know. I was always Team Slovakia. I believe what I said was I believe I said they knocked out Northern Ireland. They're a better team against Ireland. I respect them for it. So I'm going to continue my prediction that I want Slovakia to win, and they're going to win the whole thing.
Horrible defending from Poland. That was to concede.
Really bad.
So talking about horrible defending, there's a comment here. Jordan, what do you think about Harry Maguire? Do you think he's good enough? Personally, I don't. I actually do. I rate Maguire. I think in order to see the best out of him, we just need the right partner, the right dance partner to see the best out of him. I think since he's not been in the United team, we've seen how much we miss him. So yeah, I am a Harry Maguire fan. I've actually got a Maguire shirt as well. And if anyone who's watching my journey, anyone who's watched my journey on the channel so far will also know to complement that, I have a Phil Jones shirt.
Oh, we love it. Love it.
Be a man that can do it all. That's all I got to say. So some you get right, some you get wrong. I've got a Ferdinand shirt, a Vidic shirt.
Yeah.
Maguire and Phil Jones. You can't get them all right, guys. You can't get them all right.
Well, look, he's not gone yet. You know, he still has an 8-year contract. He can come good. He can come good. But for me, I think Harry Maguire is a top class centre half. I think he's incredibly important to our team. I think a sky the ball there. Poland took a pot shot and just went miles over. But
we're starting to get desperate now, when they joke.
Yeah, and there's plenty of time. There's 20 minutes left, but they're just. You know, they've kind of lost their shape, and I can only see this going with a Slovakia getting a third goal unless something very surprising happens. But with what was I saying? Oh yeah, with Harry Maguire, I think it showed when he signed. We immediately got better. Our numbers went up everywhere. When he gets injured, we fell apart. So I think there is no question that he is a top class centre back, if not best in the world. Not best in the world. Sorry.
Michael Brown's comment, Jordan, what is your channel? Only channel you'll catch me on is That's Football or United Stands. That's the only place that you'll see me doing my thing with my man, Joe, and the rest of the team.
Yes. What is Jordan? Joe's channel. Yeah, I'm the same. I have a YouTube channel where you can search, but that's just, I make short films and stuff like that. So if you're looking for football content, you will only find me on here and the United Stand. So, but if you want to watch my short films, you can search Joe O'Neill on YouTube, and that's me.
It's Williams98 says, Jordan, will you buy a Cardiff shirt when Bale signs? Do you know what? I seen the bookies odds being cut that he was going to sign for Cardiff, but he ain't going to sign for Cardiff. Don't be surprised if he retires. I think...
I was going to ask you that.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he walks away from football.
I find that so fascinating. I really do, and I respect him for it because, let's be honest, his love for the game has diminished. I think that's what his reports come out the whole time. He loves golf more, but also, like it is, Wales is number one for him. He loves playing for his country. But it's the same with David Bentley, different levels, obviously. But he just doesn't want to play football anymore. It's just not his thing. He doesn't have the love for it. So if he gives it up, wants to retire, I've all respect in the world for him. But again, I can't understand why anyone would turn down, go to the MLS, get huge money, and for 2 years. But if that's not what he wants to do, he made enough money, absolutely fair play to him. But yeah.
Comment here about best goalkeepers of all time. Who stands out for you? Do you want to go first, Joe?
Yes, I'm going to go. Obviously, Peter Schmeichel, 100% is way up there. I think Van der Sar, I think, is slightly underrated considering he played for United as well. So you kind of compare the two when people say Schmeichel's better. But Van der Sar won a Champions League in 96 and 2008 and then played in 2 more finals after that. So like his longevity is top notch, and his ability. I don't know if he'd do as well in this day and age. You know, I know it's only been a couple of years since he retired, but that's still top class. People saying Oliver Kahn, 100%. Buffon, yeah, but I'd go with Schmeichel. I go with Schmeichel for all time.
But yeah, I think Buffon's an easy pick because he was an absolute man mountain. Schmeichel because he was United great, you know. But you know what? I'm going to throw a curveball out there.
Ooh.
Do you know who fascinated me as a goalkeeper? Barthez. And I'll tell you why.
Barthez. Sorry, Jordan.
Right?
Sorry, Jordan. Before you give your
I'm
actual
not saying.
answer,
wait. I'm not saying he was one of the greatest goalkeepers of all time. Not at all. But just as a character in goal, he used to fascinate me. The guy used to smoke fags. He looked like Charles Xavier from the X-Men and would turn up and pull off worldy saves. And I just always looked at him and just thought, like, he was actually better than he looked like he should have been. But in terms of my favourite goalkeepers, it would be Schmeichel or Buffon. But obviously, Barthez was a hell of a character.
Do you know I give a bit of respect to as well as Iker Casillas, considering his similar to Fabian Barthez. And look, I have this kind of, a couple of months ago, I got this fascination with Barthez just because I remember him being a lunatic, pulling off worldly saves. Do you know what I mean?
But that's what I'm saying. He fascinated me as a character.
Yeah. And the thing is, I was too young to really understand. So I was genuinely, and if people a bit older could tell me this, was Barthez an actual good goalkeeper? Because obviously he was good standard. But how good was he? Obviously he won the World Cup. But was he actually? Because he made so many mistakes. Like, I genuinely don't know.
Do you know what, Joe? I just remember there was like a really famous image of Barthez stood outside like the training ground, just smoking fags casually. No one was saying anything. So he just stood there, just lit up. And you were just like you shouldn't be an athlete. Like, you shouldn't be as good as you are. And he'd pull up like these worldy saves.
Do you know what? Actually, sorry, on goalkeeping for a second, because the lovely lady I was on the date with earlier on actually asked me this question, and I didn't have an answer for it. Why is it that goalkeepers wear a different jersey to the outfield players? I've never thought about that. You know, it's always just been the case. If anyone knows, is there an actual official reason? Because I pulled one out of my arse. I said it's because their position is so different to. It's actually like they're playing a different sport, because obviously there's no real rules that apply to them that apply to the outfield players, other than, don't kill them, sort of stuff. Don't kill players, don't, fouls and stuff like that. But they can catch the ball, they can use their hands mostly. And I think, is it just because that it's just it feels like it's a different sport, so they get a different jersey. But does anyone actually know if there's an official reason why? Because it's always been the way.
I actually don't know that, so I'm interested to see what comes up in the comments about that.
That'd be interesting. Oh, Brendan Chappell, by the way, thanks for commenting in. I haven't seen you in a while, but it's great to have you here. Just on this actual game. And what's that? Fun facts. Keepers used to wear the same strip as outfield players originally. Oh, okay. Do you know when that changed? And is it just a financial thing of we can sell, different jerseys? More options to sell jerseys.
Someone's just put it in the comments there. It's so that referees can distinguish them when they're picking the ball up in the box amongst other players.
That makes perfect sense. Yes. Thank you very much for the comment. And on this game, Poland are trying to do their best to get back in it, but Slovakia are pretty much they're doing what they do best. If they have a goal lead, they'll put men behind the ball when they need to, but they have players that are willing to go forward. So it's going to be interesting to see Poland with a man down if they can actually do anything.
Yeah, guys, I got to say, you guys in the comments today have been absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
You've made this so much easier for us, guys. When you interact with us, you know, it makes time fly by, and we really appreciate all your comments. So thank you guys for supporting us.
Absolutely. Yes, 100%, guys. It's hugely appreciated. You're all a bunch of sound fellows, and we're glad to have you on this journey of Slovakia and Poland. So thanks for sticking around. Oh, an injury. Is that an injury? The change. You can pronounce that name, Jordan. I haven't got my glasses. I can't see that far.
Yeah. I'll have a vowel, please, Carol.
Oh, if anyone can phonetically, please, if anyone can phonetically in the comments, when a player comes up, just please, okay. We need all the help we can get. We got this. What this question? Who do you think is the best veteran player in any position or club currently playing? Mine is Buffon, absolute legend. He's obviously got a Parma in League One. In Serie B. Who do you think is the best veteran player in any position or club currently playing? Well, what do you mean by veteran? Because I don't know if Buffon is he going to start? No. But I'm talking. If you're talking about all like history, like what they've done in their career, yeah, absolutely. But like Zlatan is 40, and when they went to cut off for veteran, he's 40, and he is like AC Milan's main man. So would you not say? Possibly Zlatan. Is Sergio Ramos as much of a veteran? He's 36. Great Animal Channel. Can you just comment in again what the age is?
What's the criteria for veteran? Yeah. I tell you what. Talking about veterans, can you remember when we signed Henrik Larsson at 47 and he come and had worldy for us?
Oh my God! Yes, he is a god here, by the way. Oh, Animal Channel 35 and above. I'm gonna wax lyrical about Cavani 35. He's 34, I think. 35 and above. I would have to say it's a fight between Sergio Ramos and Zlatan. But for the fact that Zlatan is doing it kind of week in, week out, still a vital clog up front and scoring goals for AC Milan, I would say that. I would say.
It's a tricky one. Do you know? I'm going to go with Ramos. And you know when we were linked to him a couple of seasons ago, like obviously you know I have a love affair with.
Sorry, Jordan. I don't want to interrupt, but someone said Ronaldo, and he's like 36. So sorry, yeah, it's Ronaldo.
I've done a thing. Yeah, all right, Ronaldo. If that's the criteria.
Yeah, Ronaldo. Yeah. But sorry, on Ramos.
I bought the Ramos dream in my head. The shirt was printed. Picked the font. He was coming. I fully bought the dream, and it never happened. Broke my heart. That did.
And I look, you have to respect this shithousery in both ways, because obviously what he does at Real Madrid when we want him to do it, against teams we don't like, he does it. But then when he comes, he says, "I want to go for United, they're the only club for me," just to get a new contract. You can't like take the good with the bad. That broke my heart. That he just used us. He used us.
He did, but it's not the first time. It's not the first time, and won't be the last. That comes down to. Our board.
Yeah.
Being an amateur.
There. Yes. Incompetent amateurs. Ronaldo is 36 in the body of a 21-year-old. Actually, I remember hearing they did a study on him on one of his physicals. It was like 2 years ago. So he'd have been 34 or 35 or something like that. But he had the physical body of a 27-year-old. So, and that's like a nearly impossible thing to do. For the fact that he's able to keep himself in fit and all like that, that's why he's next level. Absolutely, and always will be. Why do you think along with her? Slovakia are holding the ball very well. You wouldn't consider them being a footballing team, but they just literally just gave it away there. But this is a position that they would only dream to be in, winning the game. Obviously Poland down to 10 men, the first one in the tournament, and Poland have to attack them, which is going to leave even more gaps. So, and there has no been real openings. I think. Slovakia have had the best of it, even past gone 2-1 up. But Poland just can't break the line. If you look at it right now, they've everyone behind the ball.
Literally everyone behind the ball. Yeah, 82 minutes, 27 seconds. For those guys still wanting to sync with us and stay with us. And really need something extra from Poland to take it up another gear. They've been quite disappointing overall. I thought the first 20 minutes...
Sorry, there's a thing coming in through. Rafael Varane has decided to leave Real Madrid, but wants to join PSG. This major blow to Man United, for whom Varane is their number one defensive target, but the player wants to return to France. That's El Confidal reporting that. Oh, sorry for interrupting, Matt, like with this game with that, because we're coming into the last 7 minutes. But that's a huge thing for Man United.
Yeah, that is huge. That is huge. I mean, did anyone really realistically think he was going to pick United to come to? Like, I really felt like he was going to go PSG. I'm not surprised.
Maybe I was just more hoping than anything else, but I just felt we were obviously discussing the other day with Martial going the other way. I thought there might have been could have been something that happened the same way we could get your man Rice from West Ham is by using Lingard. I felt that could sweeten the deal, especially since Madrid are skint. But
nice comment here from Aaron 0113, Joe and Jordan, and an amazing duel. I've changed my mind. Thanks, Aaron. That's it. Give us a chance. Hear us out. Let Mark have a day off and enjoy himself until later. And me and Joe will take care of you.
Absolutely love you, Aaron. Thank you so much for that comment. Hugely appreciate it. And someone just said Ben White. It could easily be Ben White. Ben White's a good player, but like we need to move up in the world.
Corner from Poland there.
Oh,
see what's happened. Good delivery.
Oh,
it's come out.
Oh,
yeah.
A face check from someone there. Well, to be fair, sorry, someone commented in. It'll either be I can never pronounce his name, or Torres. Kounde. How do you say his name again? Kandui. But I think I guess we never thought we were in for PSG. In for Varane. Fairly frustrating, but hey, we've got Poland and Slovakia to be in love with. They'll never let us down. My beloved Slovakia.
You are a human flip-flop. I'm not having it.
Jordan, listen, I have no idea what you're talking about. I will sue. I will sue for slander if you would even suggest that I ever said that I wanted Poland to win this game, or even thought Poland could win this game. Never.
You're a Havaiana, and not a real one, like one of those ones that the lucky men sell on the beach. You literally you picked Poland at the beginning of this game. I'm not having it.
If I don't remember it, it didn't happen. It did not happen.
Divang Tomar, where the hell is Vanish Bridge? Well, he's having a few hours in the sun. I'm sure he's having a beer, and he will be back a little bit later for a watch along with you guys. But right now, you've got myself, Jordan, and you've got Joe on the Poland and Slovakia watch along, and we are into the last 5 minutes plus stoppage time.
And Slovakia are
Zane's back. Zane's saying Kiefer Moore or Harry Kane. Well, that is a easy one. Obviously, Kiefer Moore.
Obviously, Kiefer Moore.
Kiefer Moore is outscoring Harry Kane currently in this tournament. So obviously, it makes sense.
Not even close. Not even close. Like, jeez. Better comments, guys. Come on. Kiefer Moore or Harry Kane. Never. Goal scorer. Yeah, goal scorer's coming off. Mac. Oh, look, you're full of confidence pronouncing these names now, aren't you? Sulov coming on now. Yeah, Oh, when there's not little dots over the name, you're Mr. Oh yeah, I know this guy years. Yeah.
I'll have a vowel, please, Carol.
But guys who are watching in the comments, who have been most impressed by in this game so far? Can we put the blame on Lewandowski for not leading the line better and getting a goal or two? But I have to say, as a unit, Slovakia have been very, very impressive.
They have. But do you know what? Very similar to the lonely job that our number 9s have for us at Old Trafford. If there's no supply line, there's very little you can do. It doesn't matter how good you are. And that's exactly what we're proving here. You've got one of the best strikers in the world, hasn't had a sniff. He spent more time in central midfield trying to pick the ball up and make something happen than being in the opposition box, because the supply line just isn't there.
I completely agree with you. It's Poland have a corner now. It's where Lewandowski scores. Through everyone. Went through everyone there. Let's see that again. Oh, he just had a leg to it. If he just did someone get a touch on that? Is that it for?
They should have scored there. They should have scored. 87, nearly 88 minutes.
Oh, do you know what? Lewandowski actually took it off his foot. If Lewandowski didn't he got a slight touch on that header. If he didn't get that touch, that was going in the back of the net from the player directly behind him. Ooh. But we're looking at 2 minutes plus maybe 3 or 4 minutes of extra time. Injury time. Slovakia have the ball in their.
Slovakia, I was just about to say Slovakia. No one in particular has really stood out, but I just feel like it's been a really good team performance.
Yeah.
I thought in the second half, the first 15, 20 minutes, Poland come out firing, and obviously it's had a rollicking at half time. But apart from that, I feel like they've really controlled the game.
Yes, I completely agree with you. I think obviously the red card helped them out and gave them an extra boost because they got the Slovakia kind of dropped down, especially when the goal went in. Oh, that's a straight, easy header out. But absolutely, as a function, as a team unit, there's just perfect. Do you know what I mean? So fair play to them. The game plan has gone off. A little bit of a hitch conceding the goal, but aside from that, they've been really, really impressive. Because you have to look at it. Bar the goal that went in, Poland never they were threatening to rip them up. They were getting by, but they never really made anything happen. Poland never really made anything happen in the box, and that's down to good defending. Okay, there's a free. Oh, I think someone there just pulled a muscle. Yeah, free to Poland. Just at the line, sending pretty much everyone up by the goalkeeper. This needs to be a good delivery. We're just, we're not that far away from the 90th minute now.
So make sure you tune in later, guys. 8 o'clock. You got the main man Mark back to do the Spain-Sweden watch-along. So make sure you join him right here on Max Football. 7 o'clock on the United Stand a little bit earlier. I think Mark and Jay will be doing a show for you guys. So make sure you tune in. Loads of content over the summer. Although the Premier League stopped, we definitely haven't stopped. There's loads going on.
Oh, that was the best chance for Lewandowski. Oh, it wasn't Lewandowski. Poland they whipped the ball in from the free kick. It was not a great free kick, but the goalkeeper punched out. Poland worked their way back into the box. There's a miss hit, center half, and on the follow up, he just sent it wide. That could be it now. Just over 3 minutes left, and
do you know what? In stoppage time, that's a chance. Yeah. That is a big chance.
I can't. They're going to be lobbing everything in. I don't think they're not going to get a better opportunity than that.
No.
And now it's Dudas coming off for Gregus. I think that was a good job at that pronunciation. Bednacker.
So, have you enjoyed our first watch along together, mate?
I have had an absolute ball. Genuinely, this has been a great laugh and a good game to watch with. And just, Jordan, look, absolute pleasure doing anything with you. Do you know what I mean? So especially when you get a game where there is a bit of stuff going on, like the first red card and stuff like that, to make it that bit better and having the guys in the comments, it's been top class. But it's very easy to do anything with you. So really enjoyed it.
Good. Enjoyed working with you too, my friend. And I hope everybody in the comments have enjoyed it. You guys have been brilliant. Really good.
Okay, we have Chesney taking a free kick inside the box.
Yeah.
Look at all the Polish players there's no one like fighting to get in the box. Like the Slovakians were holding the line there. There's no one near them. Now you have a corner here. A throw in. Okay, retrieved by Slovakia. Get rid of it. Oh, that's a bad clearance. But they get to him. Oh, well done. Poland on possession again. They're in their own half, though. Good pressing there from Slovakia. It's back to Chesney.
Well, I've got famous people from Poland. Can you name one, Jordan and Joe?
Oh, come on. Poland.
I'm going to go first.
Okay.
Joanna Jędrzejczyk, UFC fighter, former champion. Absolutely unbelievable fighter. She's from Poland. That's my shout.
Okay, I'm going to go for Robert Lewandowski.
Oh,
right?
come on.
No, that wasn't part of the rules. All right.
Oh, come on.
I need the clarity. I need the clarity in the rules. Okay.
Come on.
Wait, hold on. Oh, this would be a good chance. They're crowding around him. Oh,
good strike. Good strike.
Good shot.
Keeper.
Trade the keeper. Oh, Pope John Paul. No, I actually don't like him. Marie Curie. Definitely Marie Curie. No,
you're just reading names out the comments.
Jordan, I can't read. Okay, thank you for bringing that up. I actually can't read. I haven't got the ability, so I don't know what you're talking about there. My own mind, Chopin as well.
So let's just be clear. You're a non-reading flip flop. Is this what I'm working with at the moment?
Again, the flip flop. I don't know what you're talking about. I've been Slovakia since day one. I'm a big fan of Marie Curie and everything she's done. And I'm very, and Chopin as well. So
I'm going to get Drawty to clip it. He's going to clip it for me.
Photoshop exists, editing, that's pretty much it now. We're coming into the last 10 seconds. Poland launched the Hail Mary in. Slovakia have a goal kick. This is a huge win for Slovakia. This is a huge win for them.
My final thoughts. Kiefer Moore is outscoring Harry Kane and Lewandowski in this tournament. I just want to leave it there.
That's not a lie. That's not a lie at all.
I
just want to leave that there. For myself, I think this game has definitely changed from the sending off. It's not something you'd look at from that tackle and say that's a red card, or even you might say, it should be a second yellow card. But he'd been nipping all day. He got an early yellow card. It was a bad move, and that's confirmed now. It's 2-1 win. And Slovakia just once that opportunity came, and they just took it. And if
that's full time, guys. That's full time.
Yeah.
Skriniar with a worldie.
It was a really lovely goal, very very lovely goal. But I think Slovakia can take a lot of fight from this. They know now that they can just, if they get a point from Sweden, point from Spain, they're pretty much guaranteed a next round qualification. And absolutely fair play to them. I love my Slovakian brothers. I love them. So I'm so delighted for them.
Hey, what a flip-flop. Right, guys, listen, thank you very much for joining myself and Joe. Don't forget, 8 o'clock on this channel, the big man's back, Mark, doing a watch-along for Spain versus Sweden. Make sure you join him there, and you'll catch me and myself and Joe again very soon doing watch-alongs for you right the way through the tournament. Joe?
Absolute pleasure. I'm actually on the show with Mark later on. I was given the top spot considering I'm currently living in the country that Spain are playing. So I'm there an hour's time. So I'll see you then, and then we'll see. Just stick with us throughout the Euros, and we're gonna have a laugh. It's been a great tournament so far, and it's been an absolute pleasure with you all today and with Jordan. So see you soon.
Thanks, guys.